Shopping with Hobbymaker couldn't be easier. You can shop via our website at www.hobbymaker.co.uk, where you can watch our live shows and see all the products from that day. We also have a huge amount of products on our website, from your craft room essentials to paper, tools, cutting machines and much more. You can download and shop on the go with our Hobbymaker app. Simply head over to your app store and search Hobbymaker. Alternatively, you can call our UK-based call centre 24 hours a day on 0800 001 4433. Shopping made easy at Hobbymaker.
Here at Hobbymaker, we only charge one P&P throughout the day. You can add as many items to your basket and checkout and still only be charged once. Once you've checked out the first time and want to order again, you simply add the item to the basket and click on the Combine Order button. Shopping made easy at Hobbymaker.
Our UK-based call centre is always on hand to assist you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Hi everybody, good afternoon. Just after 1 o'clock, welcome to... Is it kind of part 2 Boxing Day? I think it might be.
Yeah, it's that in between. It's Betwixtmas, apparently. That's what they call it now, Betwixtmas.
But at least I've got some company this afternoon.
Yeah.
Unlike yesterday. Just me and you, wasn't it? All afternoon yesterday. Thank you for tuned in, by the way. Had a really busy day. Look who's here. Lovely Hells is
Hello.
back. You all right?
Yes, good, thank you.
Good, Crimbo?
Yeah, nice and quiet.
Nice and quiet.
Yeah.
And coming to spend a few hours with us today.
I am. Keep me out of mischief.
Absolutely. Now, we've got, whenever you see Hells, it normally means that we've got Crafty Witches, which is indeed what we've got this afternoon for a couple of shows. Different shows, one now at 1 o'clock and one at 5 o'clock. We're only on the air till 5 today. Have a little look. This is what's coming up on Hobbymaker through the afternoon. We've got some amazing kind of part 2 Boxing Day sale deals for you on all our shows today. So, yes, we've got the Crafty Witches. Of course, Linda and the gang and Ian and Hells bring you the most incredible downloadable images that you can buy instantly and craft with this afternoon if you want to. You can literally put them on your PC, put them on your Hobbymaker account straight away, and they are so affordable. Unbelievable value for money. The magical paper potions, you can get 400 downloadable and printable images for just under £13. It's crazy. 1 o'clock, oh, hang on. No, we've got the times wrong way around, haven't we? It's all back to front. Yeah, ignore that. 1 o'clock is the Crafty Witches.
Yeah.
2 o'clock, we got the Sheena Douglass collection, Bella Luna, at the lowest price it's been. It's one of the most successful collections that Sheena did last year or this year. And we got it back as a treat for you at a sale price, a Boxing Day sale price. It's never been that low before. Then after that, we've got another show with Sheena, actually, all about the butterflies. That's going to be at 3 o'clock. I think we've got the times right now. There we are. There we are. This is the right one. Take 2. Yeah, so 3 o'clock, Sheena's got a second hour of crafty adventure with the Bold Butterflies collection. And then, it's not the 24th of December either. No, it's all going very well.
Oh, dear. Do you know what? It'll be all right when we go live.
I know. 4 o'clock, we've got, of course, more digital downloads with the Crafty Witches at 4 this afternoon. And that's all about... you've got basically mini kits at an incredible price. Yes. They're going to be under a tenner a bit later at 4. So everything is really affordable. Ignore the fact it says Christmas Eve. I know it's very hard to work out what day of the week it is in between Christmas and New Year.
That's the thing, isn't it? Because, I mean, at the moment, I think it's Sunday. In my head, it's Sunday, and I've no idea why.
No. Now, what we've got for you to start off with, if you've never used digital downloads before, if you've got a computer or a PC or something like that, or even a tablet or a mobile phone.
Yeah, that's the thing. With our downloads, you don't need a computer.
No.
So if you haven't got a computer or a laptop, you don't need that, because these you can store on a phone or your tablet. Indeed, you can get them onto your phone or your tablet and then transfer them onto USB stick as well. So you've got external storage. So...
I mean, I've said this to you before. At home, I don't own a PC. I've got a tablet and I've got a digital phone, and I've also got a wire-free printer, so I can actually download the artwork and print it off on my printer at home without the need for a computer, which is fantastic. So if you've got a digital phone, mobile phone, if you've got a tablet, or if you've got a laptop or computer, these are for you as well. Now, we're going to give you an opportunity to buy the show. Now, you might think, oh, that sounds expensive, buy the show. That's going to cost me a small fortune. No, it's not. You will get 4 collections of toppers. Each collection has got 100 printable toppers in it. You get 4 of them, so you get 400 printable images that you can print off again and again and again and again in 6x6 and A6, but also they're all adjustable size-wise, and you can print onto all sorts of things these days. We've got kind of transfer paper, like, is that like T-shirt?
This is iron-on transfer.
Iron-on transfers.
So as long as the material will go through your printer, you can print onto it.
Yeah.
You can also resize these. What I do is I use Adobe as my PDF reader because these are all PDF files. Use Adobe, and then within the parameters of Adobe, I can then resize them, make them smaller or make them larger. So with the toppers that are A6 in size that we've done A6 for you, if you then click on fit, because your print options have got, you can put your own size in, but you can also go to fit. You can make it A4, which is what I've done with this one. And then you can print it onto fabric, iron-on transfer, you can print onto vellum. It's entirely up to you. So these are our little peking animals, and these are just so cute. They're little kitty cat.
Absolutely. Now, this shows you the printable size options, OK? So that is 100% at A6. You've then got the next one, which is 150%, so you can make them bigger or smaller.
So I just made that a little bit bigger.
Yeah. Then the next one that we've got for you, this one is fit to page.
Yeah.
So the A6 will actually fit an A4 sheet brilliantly. And then the last sheet we've got for you, this is actually iron-on transfer material. So you can see, you could easily put that on a bag for life, a T-shirt.
I've got some calico. Now, I apologise. I thought in my brain, I'm going, do you know what? I'm going to make a bag. I've had a little bit of an operation, so my foot is now out of commission. So I can't use my sewing machine. I did try with my left foot and it was bad.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Not a good look.
So once I'm back to normal, then I will make the bag and I will show you what that cat looks like, because I've just got it in my head that where you've got that dark bit at the bottom, across there, that is going to be somewhere where I'm going to put like a sentiment or a name or something.
Okay.
But how cool would that be if you popped him onto a pinny and had that black bit as the pocket? So it'd be like that.
It's poking over the top of your pocket and your penny.
Out of the apron pocket or out of the top of a pocket on a bag or something.
Now, there's something for everybody, and I'll explain the way that it works in a second for those of you that haven't done it before, but more and more of you are going down the digital download route because it's so quick, it's so instant, and it's so affordable. You're going to get your angels and fairies, of which you'll get 100 printable images in there. Your peking animals, which is what we've just shown you a little glimpse of with that little cat. Also, your farmyard animals and your alphabet toppers as well. So you're going to get 4 complete topper collections with 400 printable images. And remember, with a download, when you print it off once, it stays there on your Hobbymaker account for you to access and print again and again and again. So if there's one image you want to make 200 cards out of, you've got that and you don't pay any extra. Once you've bought it for $12.96, you've got all 4 complete collections. And if ever you accidentally delete it by mistake, which is very hard to do, or if you change your computer or change your phone or change your tablet and you're thinking, oh no, I've lost my downloads, it will always be on your Hobbymaker account there for you to access anytime. So you're never ever going to run the risk of losing them. Also, if you buy them today, go to our website, which is hobbymaker.co.uk, and you'll see it doesn't say add to your cart or add to your basket. It says purchase now. So you literally click that with your debit or credit card, pay for it, whether it's the individual kits at $4.99 or whether it's the buy of the show at $12.96. It will then go, all that artwork will go then straight through to your account and it will be there for you to download and print off. And like Hel said, if you want to put it onto an outside storage device like a USB or something like that, you can do that as well. But you're going to get all 4 collections this afternoon for $12.96, and we're going to show you the boards in a second to show you the wonderful artwork that you can get for this. It's UE6337. So either on your app, if you've got the app, the Hobbymaker app, you can order it that way. There is no returns policy, so once you've bought it, it's yours, and you can make and sell as many things as you want.
Yeah, you can. So we've got a very generous angel policy, which means that if you want to make for your own personal profit, we're happy for you to do that. But also if you want to make for charity as well, I think the animals in here are going to be fabulous for charity.
Absolutely, yeah.
But also, The way that we've done the boards here to show you, they're just a selection of each of them. I am going to go through some of them on the laptop as well, so I can take you through how you access them. But like we've said, these are PDF files that you'll download, so you're not necessarily going to need a computer.
No, no.
That's the cool thing about it, because a lot of the times I'll download them on my phone, and then like you've got the Wi-Fi printer, I've got one as well, and I just send it to the printer and print them out.
Yeah, I can sit in the lounge.
It's made me quite lazy.
I know, me too. The printer's upstairs in the office.
Yeah.
I'm downstairs in the lounge. I select the artwork, I print, I just go up and pick it up.
Yep.
It's great.
That's all you
so
need
easy.
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if
Okay.
you don't have a printer, you can also, of course, print off in libraries and things like that.
Yeah, you can do. I know there is print service, isn't there, as well? There are like print shops on the high street that you could take a USB in and get them printed. Because I'm going to show you them in A4 size because that's the size of my printer. But the boards I'm going to show you are actually A3 size because Linda's got an A3 printer and I know a lot of our ladies have also got A3 printers, so you can go bigger as well if you want to.
Now, let's show you the boards.
Yes.
We've downsized them a little bit to make it easier to do in the studio because we didn't have enough room for the big boards like we used to have. The first thing we're going to show you are the letters of the alphabet. Now, instantly I look at this and I'm thinking, right, cushion covers, personalisation. I'm thinking art in box frames on walls for initials of couples, people, on T-shirts as well, bags for life. I mean, the artwork in this is phenomenal.
It's absolutely stunning, isn't it? So you've got all of your alphabets in this collection. Like Dave said, you've got them in 6x6 and also in A6 size. So these are the A6 that what Becky's done is actually shrunk them down and given you just a selection of them so you can see what they look like. But you've got all of these beautiful lavender and marigold florals running through this.
If you blow them up, would they lose definition?
No, they don't,
Right.
because of the high intensity of the DPI within these images. These are what we would send to a printer if we were going to have a physical kit printed.
Right. So you're getting professional quality.
Yeah, you can keep increasing the size of them. And then if I flip over, you've also got these extra poetry toppers as well. So you've got these beautiful wreaths and then you've got the little poem here. So you've got this one, in a meadow where time slows its pace, nature unveils its tranquil grace. A carpet of green, a soft gentle bed where beauty unfolds untamed and spread.
Well read, because it's quite small.
It is, but I've got my specs on. And then you've also got all of these beautiful, this tapestry of delight is one of the demos that I'm going to show you later. But you can increase the size, you can decrease the size.
But imagine all that artwork actually being put onto products that you can make at home, and more people are doing that. And you can sell what you've made. So personalisation is the first thing with the fantastic alphabet toppers. Then we go on to our farmyard animals.
yes.
And these are all toppers again,
Yeah.
totally resizable.
So that was toppers set 9, this is toppers set 12, so X11. And here we've got these gorgeous farmyard animals. So you've got your cockerels and your hens. You've also got the lambs and the sheep. You've got some rabbits there. You've got some little moo cows. But look how beautiful this detailing is around. And it's all like watercolour style as well. So let me give that a flip over.
Oh, little ducks as well,
I know,
cows.
you've got the little ducks, you've got ducklings. You've also got some horses on there as well. And again, they've got this beautiful wreath design around them, and it's this gorgeous ethereal watercolour design.
Remember, for this really incredibly low price, this is artwork that will become yours. It's yours to do with what you will, whether you're raising funds for good causes, which I know loads of you do that, or whether you're doing things for your own personal profit, that's absolutely fine as well. Now, if you're a fan of stained glass or that stained glass look, wait until you see the next one, because these are your angels and fairies.
Yeah.
The colour palette is gorgeous.
So the colours within these, it's like you've got, like Dave said, stained glass. You've got lots and lots of options for layers here. So if you like doing lots of decoupage, these particular designs are perfect for that.
Of course, you can get printable acetate now, so you can actually make it look like stained glass.
Yeah, you could do if you wanted to. So this one here, for instance, you could do the circle on the outside and then take it in and actually start to really lift that up and layer
Use some
it.
nesting dies that you may have got at home to do the cuts.
Course.
Yep.
And the other thing as well, you could print onto vellum, so you've got that more sheen look to it. But let me flip that over, then you'll see, as well as the angels, we've also got the fairies as well. So you've got these, like, I mean, that one there, she looks like a goddess, doesn't she?
It's a bit like Cher.
But all of these, because they're all individual, this is where you can really start to go to town. You could go in with your craft knife and cut these out and curl them up. So these are Toppers Volume 20.
Okay. And then the final one, this is my favourite, and I think it's your favourite as well.
favourite
This
as
is dogs
well.
and cats peeking over the top of whatever you want it to be peeking over.
I know, so literally we've left that dark for you, so you can then insert whatever you want. So you could put a sentiment on there if you wanted to. Or like I said, you could make it like a little pocket. So we've got all of your gorgeous kitty cats there, and then you've also got your little dogs as well. So,
And we've got some more dogs as well. I think Herbie, who is the turkey stealer in our family.
Is that Herbie?
That is Herbie. Peeking over the top of the counter in the kitchen and getting about probably about £3 worth of turkey in weight.
And he's a little fat piggy.
He was the other day.
Yeah.
He's going to explode, but he looked
Think
so
he'll
happy
ever
with
go near
himself.
turkey again?
Probably.
Do you reckon he would?
Any foodie's there. But aren't they just the most adorable? You've got corgis, you've got bulldogs.
Yeah, you've got your little Daxi there. That one's a Daxi, isn't it? That one is that one a Doberman?
Doberman
I'm not
puppy,
very
maybe?
good.
French bulldog?
Yeah, that's the French bulldog.
Alsatian?
Is that a Boston Terrier?
Could be.
And a boxer,
Yeah.
and I think that's the Bernese.
Bulldog?
That's the bulldog, then the corgi, then the spaniel. I think that one might be a golden retriever.
It could be a golden retriever or Labrador, maybe.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, all of these are available individually as collections. So this is a new combination, a new configuration that the team at Crafty Witches have put together for you. And we've got some finished cards here to show you what they could look like. They are adorable, those peeking animals. They're my favourite out of all of them. But you're going to get all of them for £12.96, or if you just want one or two of the collections, they're available as well as instant downloads. They're £4.99 each, but you get 4 for £12.96. So that is an incredible deal. Now, if you've, hopefully you've got broadband and that sort of thing on your device, whether it's a phone, tablet or computer or whatever, it may take a few minutes to download, it may take a little while, but you can instantly download it now from our website. Now, the good thing is that is a delivered price because it's not actually being delivered. You're downloading it, you're purchasing it instantly from us on our website, hobbymaker.co.uk. It will be on your account to actually download and transfer onto a USB or a memory bank or whatever you want to do. And you can be crafting with these images this afternoon. You could be crafting before the show ends at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So you can choose either of them for £4.99 each, and it's yours to keep forever and print off as many times as you want. Or you can go for what I would do is go for buy the show, because then you've got all 4 collections, 400 printable sheets for £12.96. Okay, the individuals are going to come up on the screen now. Hello to loads of you that have already bought them. That one is Angels and Fairies. If you want that one on its own, it's KQ 6372, I think it was. Yep. And then we've got the next one, the Peeking Animals. And they're all just literally at the click of a mouse or tap your screen when you're on our website, and you can download them and enjoy the artwork straight away now and forever. And there's never, ever any hidden charges. You don't, you print it off once, then you've got to buy it again. You print it off 10 times, 15 times, 300 times, it doesn't matter. That artwork is there for you, and it's there for you eternally. And if you do ever accidentally lose the download, it stays on your Hobbymaker account indefinitely. So it's always there for you if you change your device or something like that. Farmyard Animals coming up with the cows and the cockerels and all of that sort of thing. £4.99 for this. And again, more now than ever before, what you can print onto. There's just so many vast different choices, whether it's material, whether it's rice paper, whether it's cardstock, whether it's printable acetate. You can print it on all sorts of things. So the best value without a shadow of a doubt, and there's no P&P, because it's not being posted, it's literally downloading onto your device straight away. It's £12.96. I mean, the potential for those letters of the alphabet for personalisation. When people that you work with or that you're friends with know that you've got that opportunity and you can make the letters as big as and as small as your printer allows, sky's the limit.
It is, yeah, because I think one of the things that you need to remember with digital crafting is you don't have to be frugal. So if you buy a paper collection, you have to be a little bit picky-choosy.
And paper collections run out.
Exactly, because there might only be 6 of your particular favourite in there. With digital, you can print as many as you want because we have no ceiling on however many you want to print. So if there's one particular cat that you really love, then you can print 1,000 of them. So it's entirely up to you what you use them for.
It's almost like you're getting 2 of them virtually free because you're saving £7 off what should be $19.96. So you're going to get at least 1 3/4 of each of those collections free of charge. You know, and if you make a card like, let's just grab a couple of cards here. If you make a card like that and turn it into a calendar, you could sell that at craft fairs probably for $3.99.
Easily.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
But you could personalise it as well if you wanted to. Now, I know earlier we showed you one of the cards that one of our sample makers, Lisa's made, and she's actually reduced the size of those little peeking animals. So they're actually peeking out on the front of a small card. So as well as making things larger, you can actually decrease the size as well.
Look, more peeking
Look,
animals.
aren't they just absolutely adorable? Look at that one.
Look at that. And the quality of the artwork is incredible. It's exactly the same quality as a printing firm would be sent by Linda or Hales or Ian to actually produce card collections. You're getting the same definition, you're getting the same dots, DPI, so you're going to get, whether you blow them up or shrink them down, the same actual quality. There's no quality difference whatsoever. And yeah, loads of you are coming in. Debbie in West Sussex, hello to you. Jennifer, Mary, Janet, Elizabeth, Paul, Sarah, Marie, Pauline, Susan and Valerie, all checked out already. And remember, a lot of you probably over the last couple of days maybe received a new tablet or a new phone, or maybe you've got one of these new Wi-Fi enabled printers, which are very, very good. I can obviously speak very highly of them. If you've got something like that and you're thinking, well, I can do digital downloads now. I can print off all of this artwork this afternoon and be crafting with it. I can be selling it online, I can be selling it at the local craft fairs or making for friends and family. You know, things like bags for life, things like box frames on the wall with their initials, if it's a couple maybe that are just getting together or something like that. The sky's the limit with it, and it's so easy to do. I mean, we're all familiar these days, I'm sure most of us anyway, with our phones. If you're not really a computer buff, and I must admit I'm not very computer savvy, but I'm okay with the phone, I'm okay with the tablet.
Exactly. This will be, once it's on your account, when you press download, it's actually a compressed zip file. So all you need to do is just extract the files. So you are unzipping them. It is really simple. It's literally going to tell you, if you're using your phone, it'll say extract. So you just follow your phone prompts. If you're using Windows, then you can just follow the prompts on there to extract. Now, what I do, if I'm using my computer or a laptop, is I make a folder already so I can extract straight into the folder. But otherwise, it's just going to go into your downloads, open your downloads up, and then you'll be able to find it from there.
It doesn't matter wherever you may be watching us. If you're watching us in Europe, if you're watching us in America, Northern Ireland, Southern Ireland, wherever you may be, you know, wherever if you go online to do your online shopping, you know how easy that is and how run-of-the-mill that is these days. Well, that's what you're basically doing with this. But the information and the artwork is there for you on your Hobbymaker account for you to download and print off and use straight away. And it will always be there.
Yeah.
If it does disappear for whatever reason, because you've deleted it or you've changed your device, it's always going to be on your Hobbymaker account. What about that for value for money though? $12.96 for 400 printable topper images that you can resize.
Right, shall we have a look at one?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, so what I've done, because I've got all 4 of them on By the Show, I've actually made a folder, excuse me, and I've entitled it 1 p.m. because it's the 1 p.m. show.
It wasn't early, it was a 12 p.m. show.
Well, I know. But I think we've gone back in time, haven't we? So this is what I want to open up. Volume number 12 to start off with. So I'm going to double click on that. And then this is what it's going to come up with. So where it says autoplay, if you're using a Mac, then that's the one you want to go and click on because that's going to take you off to where all the files are.
Okay.
If you're using your tablet or you're using a Chromebook or your phone, then go to Docs and all of the files are in there.
Okay.
If you're using Windows, and it's Windows XP and above, so you don't even need a brand new operating system. If you've got an old steam-powered laptop like what I had before, you do not need anything that's all brand spanking new.
Also, think about not needing storage.
Exactly.
You know, all these card kits that you've bought over the years, where do you put them? You put them into filing cabinets, you put them into boxes.
Well, it's the weight of them as well, Dave. I mean, I cleared out my craft room not so long ago and I've got cracks around the ceiling now because the weight that was in there.
Yeah.
So this, the way I would describe this is if you've done USB crafting or DVD crafting, this is the packaging-free version.
Right.
So literally, it's sent to you, you download it, you open it up, and then you're just going to craft with it exactly the same as you would.
It's like the image version of what we do with music these days.
Yeah,
you download your music now, rather than buying a CD or a record. Maybe you do still buy records.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the picture version of that, the picture equivalent. And the value for money, when everything else is going up so much, to get 400 images that you can resize and that you can make into products, into fantastic cards and so on, £12.96, and it's a one-only purchase. It's not a subscription or anything like that, and you can buy it anywhere in the world, provided you can go to hobbymaker.co.uk, click on that, it's an instant purchase, there's no P&P because it's not being sent in the post, it's a digital download, and you've got the artwork to enjoy. And it is stunning artwork, I've got to say.
It is, and the other cool thing to remember is you don't have to wait for the postman to turn up, and you don't have to let anyone know that you've bought it.
Yes, good point.
Because there's no actual physical evidence of it.
Not
that I'm suggesting anything, but I know what us crafters are like when we go, nothing, darling. Oh, it's the kitchen. Right, so if you're using Windows, you need auto run. So I'm going to double click that, and we've got a lovely interface for you for Windows users. So you'll see you've got 6x6 and you've got A6 in size. So I'm going to click, single click on the 6x6. This is going to bring up all of these gorgeous farmyard toppers. So we've got the horses there, we've got the little ducks, and then you'll see you've got a couple of cauldrons there at the bottom. Click next, and this is going to take you to your next page. So I want to open up this fella here, because this is the cow that I'm using for my demo. I love cows.
She is gorgeous.
Absolutely love them, but these are particularly my favourite. These are the Frisians, aren't they? The black and white ones. I just think they're just so beautiful.
Also, can you see all the names going along the bottom of the screen? You're in good company if you're buying this today, because so many of you are. And maybe it's your first flurry into digital crafting and downloading, but because you got given a printer at Christmas or a new phone or a new tablet, you're thinking, do you know what, I'm going to give this a go. You can't go wrong.
You can't. Really can't. Absolutely, you can't go wrong. So now all I need to do is find my print icon, click print. This is going to bring up my print page.
Yep.
And remember what I said about this is where you can start to resize things. So at the moment, this is set to fit. But if I go to custom scale, that's actually going to take it to its actual size. So custom scale is about 6x6 in size. If you then want to make it a little bit smaller, which I have done with this one, is you highlight that, and then let me just... 80% is the one that I printed it at. So I've put 80 into that box, and then I'm going to click on it, and that you can see it's reduced the size of it. So it's roughly, I think, let me just remind myself, it was 12 centimetres by 12 centimetres. Okay. So it's brought it down a couple of centimetres in size, about an inch in size. And then you literally go print, and that's it. That's all you need to do. However, if you want to then start changing things a little bit more, you can do. So let me close that one down. Now, we like him.
We do.
We think he's, or her, we think she's fabulous. But what we do want to do is isolate this lovely nose, because we just want to print the nose or the eye or whatever you want.
Okay.
And the way to do that is to go into menu. You see you've got these little 3 lines up here. Then undo, redo and more. And what we can actually do is take a snapshot. So we've now got the little crosshairs. If I want to just have half of that, it says the selected area has been copied.
Okay.
I'll go OK. I'm going to go to print. And then it's just the area that you've selected.
So you're
So if you wanted a peeking cow, like peeking around the corner, so then if you've got, if you've got embossing folders that are like brickwork, you could actually pop that there. So it actually looks like the cow's poking its head round the corner to go peep-o.
And of course, you're not wasting any ink or anything, because you're not printing anything out until you're happy with the way it looks in the box.
Exactly. And again, that's still on fit, because I've not printed since I did a fit one, but it'll come up custom scale, and then we could cut that out. There's so many different things you can do with them. So let me minimise that one back down. I'm going to go to next. And as well as all the cows, you've got some bulls there. Look, you've got the beautiful Hereford bull there. And then next we've got the hares and the rabbits.
I'm thinking Easter looking at that.
I know. I mean, look at this little bunny. But look how gorgeous that is with all the florals. You've also got that watercolour effect in the background. You've got the little sheeps and the lambs. And again, that beautiful watercolour effect.
It's like she's got a necklace on.
I know, she's got like little violets or something around her neck. She's so pretty. And then next, we have got the cockerels.
I'd be tempted maybe to make your own little box sets of notelets and that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Really
or you could actually print them out and make them into coasters if you want.
Yep.
You know, I mean, there's so much, like I said, if it will go through your printer, then you can print onto it. So we've got hens here.
I've got a message, I think, coming through from, was it Mary? From Mary. Good afternoon, Mary. Mary in Yorkshire says, Happy New Year, everyone, and to you, my love. I bought a new printer this Christmas just for Crafty Witches Digital Crafts. They are gorgeous. Mary, thank you.
Thank you, Mary,
I had a
and happy
feeling
New Year to you.
a few of you might, over the last few days, have had a brand new printer for this purpose, because this is relatively, I say it's relatively new. You've been with us now for well over a year.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
But a lot of people take a bit of convincing. It's like when DVD crafting and 3D crafting
I
first
freely
came.
admit, I had to have some convincing because I thought digital crafting wasn't for me, because I've always used stamps and inks and been a physical crafter. And whilst I've appreciated what Linda was doing when she was doing all the digital crafting, I thought, no, it's not really for me. And then I twigged that actually I can put fabric through my printer. And then I started printing with digital images and thought, oh, right, this is a total game changer because I can literally print what I want. Now, while I'm on the subject of printers, thank you, Mary, for messaging in. You don't need an all singing, all dancing printer. You don't need to spend a lot of money on your printer because these are such good quality files, and also it's what you print onto. So if you print onto copy paper, you'll find that because it's quite absorbent, all the ink will be sucked through. If you print onto something like this, which is 160 GSM, this is Paper Emporium printable paper. It's almost like it's got a smooth coating on it, so the ink doesn't soak through.
So it sits on the surface more.
It sits on the
you
surface.
get a crisper image.
Yeah,
we do various brands on our website if you want to have a little look.
So it's what, like I said, it's what you're printing onto.
Can I just show
and
you?
Also your print settings
Absolutely.
as well.
Can I just show you this? I've just seen this finished sample. Sheena Duffy's done this one.
Sheena.
Look at this. Can you see? Oh, Sheena, I beg your pardon.
Sheena, yeah.
But look, glossy accent
Oh,
on
look,
his
he's
nose.
got a little wet nose.
He could have glassy eyes using glossy
But
highlights.
look at his little paws and his claws.
I know, they're decoupaged. They're 3D.
Just absolutely adorable. Well, that's the thing as well. If you do want to go down that, if you love decoupaging like Shania's done with this one, print them out 3 or 4 times.
Absolutely.
They're just fabulous, aren't they?
Here's another one that's got some glossy highlights on the eyes and on the nose as
these.
well. They are adorable. And remember, you're going to get 4 complete collections. Each collection has got 100 printable sheets in A6 and also 6x6.
Yes.
But then, of course, you can resize them to whatever size you wish, and you won't lose any of the quality. They're $4.99 per collection for the angels and fairies, the peking animals, the farmyard animals, and the alphabet toppers. If you buy all of them, you get the lot for £12.96. Where else can you get value like that? Honestly, in this day and age, that is an absolute bargain and steal. And I think so many of you now are losing that, oh, I can't do that sort of idea. I'm the same. I mean, if you've got
this is it. You know, I mean, everybody knows, Dave, I'm a techno-trog. Anything that's to do with technology, I run a mile because I've always been frightened of it. Oh, I'm going to break it. I'm going to do something wrong. Something's going to go wrong with it. But with these files, they're foolproof. They are hell's proof. They've been made that way. So if you are unsure of technology, then you can just go ahead and use them straight away.
And there's also email contact with Linda and the Crafty Witches directly if you've got any questions, if something's not working right, you're not quite sure what's going wrong, if anything is going wrong, which you probably won't. No, you're not left alone. They will help you with any problems you may have.
We have got Kevin the Warlock, who is our tech guy. He is an absolute whiz. So if you do find, oh, I'm a little bit stuck, I'm not quite sure what to do here, then don't be frightened. Either come on to Creative Friends, which is our group on Facebook, or if you bob us an email over. We've also got lots of videos on YouTube, and on your downloads there will be a section like how to. So if you are a little bit stuck, then just go ahead, have a look at that. But
honestly, it's
we're
the future.
here to help.
It is the way to go, to get so much artwork that you can buy from us for £12.96 that you can then make into products for the home decor, products to wear if you're printing onto T-shirts, if you get any of that iron-on vinyl, bags for life that you can make, put them in box frames, have them as wall art. You know, it's up to you where you sell them and what you sell them for. But, you know, if you're falling in love with especially the kind of peaking animals, imagine how popular those products are going to be that you make on your stand.
Right, so remember this gorgeous girl. There she is at 100%. And if you remember, I showed you on that demo, I just put 80%. So I've reduced the size of her just to make her a little bit smaller, because 6x6 is my favourite card size. And she fits perfectly on a 6x6, but I wanted to add extra colours there. So now what I've done is printed her out quite a few times. I think it was 4 times. Added some 3D foam. There we go.
Now, some of you are cherry picking the individuals. If you want just 2 of the collections, if you want 3 of the collections rather than the 4, it's entirely up to you. But if you buy UE6337, if you click on that, it says purchase now, buy now. You don't put it in your basket, you just basically click on it, pay for it with a debit or credit card, and it's there on your account straight away. You'll get all 4 collections in that one item number, okay, for £12.96. Saving £7. Yeah.
It's such good value for money. I mean, it could be that there's one collection that you think, I'm probably not going to use that as much as, but it's always going to be there. And I know that people's tastes change, because I've saved papers from 20 years ago that I couldn't bear to cut into, but now they're not my taste.
It's also great when you've got your mobile with you and you've got access to your Hobby Maker account on there. You can show people all the artwork that you've got on your phone rather than taking a massive box full of cardstock and toppers in to say choose one that you like the look of. That can be done on the phone screen or on the tablet screen. Then you can go away and print it. And loads of you are going through on our website right now. That is the best way to order, obviously, because it's a digital download. There's no P&P charge whatsoever. Our daily charge of £3.95 applies to products other than this, just 1 P&P per day, but with the digital download, there's no P&P charge whatsoever, and there's no returns policy either. Once you've got it, and it's yours.
Yep, it's yours forever and a day. So, like we were saying about the generous angel policy, you can print these out as many times as you want. Now, one thing that we ask you not to do is to print out the sheets and then sell the sheets as they are.
Make something with them.
Yeah, please, it's all finished items. I know that, you see, we are witches, so we have got ways and means, we will know. However, let me just snip across there. What I'm going to do is just cut that out. If you would like to put together a kit and then do like a workshop or something, then we're happy for you to do that.
Oh, OK, great. So if you do craft workshops, I know lots of you do, then this is going to be the most affordable way of getting all the artwork you need for your crafty friends at those workshops. So the way to order on the website, just click buy now or download now. I think it says purchase, doesn't it? So you just click that and then basically get your debit or credit card out, £12.96. And if, like Mary said, you actually treated yourself or got given maybe a lovely printer at Christmas for this purpose, like Mary said, she bought or got a new printer purely for Crafty Witches, you're going to be absolutely delighted at what you can make for such a small price, but the artwork is always going to be there.
Linda actually worked out how much roughly it costs per print if you only ever printed it once. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what it was, because I know a lot of people are saying, well, hold on a minute, if I'm printing, then I've got the cost of the ink. Well, I've got an EcoTank printer, and I think it was about 6,000-7,000 prints I'd made and only ever changed the ink cartridges twice.
Blimey.
Because those that you squeeze the ink into.
Yep.
So it is really, really economical.
But also think about the paper. As we said before, we do really good quality printable paper here at Hobby Maker. Also things like glossy paper, printing onto like photographic paper. That would look amazing to give it a glossy shine.
Do you know what? I've just had a thought. Just because I've reduced this in size. However, if you enlarged it in size and made it into an A4, so you've got the moo cow as A4, and then you put elastic there and there, you could actually have that
I could
as
see
like
you.
a little...
I could see you doing a show
Can you
like
see?
that.
Can you imagine? That could actually be like a little... You could enlarge the size of it.
You know what? Even before you said that, I thought she's going down the face
Yep,
mask route.
it could be
Yes,
a
yeah.
mask. Oh, that would be a lot of fun, wouldn't it? That would be so fun.
I mean, if you print it onto rice paper, you've seen our lovely Debbie Moore very often doing the candle technique. So yes, you can make these images in this
my
artwork
word,
into
yeah.
candles if you want to.
Literally, whatever you want to print onto, go for it. So I am just going to pop that on there. And you can see this one that I'm actually sticking down. I changed my mind halfway through printing for the size of it. I thought, no, that's too small. So I stopped my printer and then just flipped the paper around because I waste nothing. Because I'm from Yorkshire, you see, we waste nothing. We're frugal.
That's not a bad thing.
I know. So now that is just going to go on there like that.
Oh, adorable.
And then just a little finishing touch. Do you know what? Have I stuck that on the right way? I have. I've actually stuck that on the right way. Let's just add a couple of little dots of glue.
Okay.
And then I have got some...
I love the way you've kind of sculptured the ears as well, so they're kind of
Just
cropped.
have them curling forward.
Yeah.
Cows are really inquisitive as well, aren't they?
Oh, yeah. So are beagles.
Beagles, especially if there's a turkey kicking about.
Exactly.
Was there anything other than the turkey that he ate,
No.
or was it just...
That was enough. It was a big turkey, and he ate a third of it.
See, I still think Maisie had a paw in all of this, Dave.
Well, she
I
sorted
really
him out.
do.
She told him what she thought. That's
It would not surprise me, because I think that she could be, because she's a little cat.
We've made
so
progress,
she's
though, because for the first Christmas ever, they spent the same Christmas day in the same room. That's never happened before, so we're on to something. Look at that. There's one of the cows. That's from the Farmyard Animal Collection. Remember, each collection is available separately at £4.99, and that will get you 100 images in 2 different sizes. So 100... 50 of them will be A6 and 50 of them will be 6x6, but all are obviously able to be resized. The A6 is the one that will fill the A4 beautifully, okay, if you want to fill an A4 sheet. And then you've got the peaking animals, the alphabet toppers, and the angels and fairies as well. So 4 amazing collections coming to 400 images in total. If you want the Farmyard on its own, there it is on the side of the screen for £4.99, but the best deal for a few pound more, you'll get so much more. And those letters of the alphabet, as I said, I don't think I've got any finished cards here with the letters of the alphabet on. Let's go through the boards again if we can.
Of course.
Is that all right?
Let me just go there. There we go.
And we've scaled these boards down because we had big ones before and there just wasn't enough room in the studio.
Well, because the big boards were great because you could see everything, but they took up so much room and so much time. So, like I said, we've now got this A3 printer, so we can actually put things on here for you to have a look at. So, to start off with, this is Toppers XV11, so Toppers number 17. And we've got the peaking animals. So, you've got all of the breeds of your little pussycats, including one that looks ever so much like my Tilly. And you've got the little ragdoll there, you've got the Sphinx, you've got the Rex, the Siamese with the huge blue eyes. You just know that she is up to mischief. Look at this one.
That's Prudence.
That's Prudence.
Isn't it?
Did you see what Prudence
Lisa
did?
Horton's cat.
Yeah.
What did she do?
She knocked a candle off a bathroom cabinet and it smashed the top of the loo.
Toilet. Yeah, I saw that.
Naughty Prudence.
Little minx.
And then, of course, we've got the puppies as well. So you've got your collie there, the little... Is that a husky or a Malamute?
Yeah, could be.
One or the other.
I think it's
a little Lhasa. So then you've got your Yorkie. And like I said, this is just a selection of the animals. This is not all of them. I'm going to go through them next. You've also got your collies. But look, this one's like Anya, the collie. That's Kevin and Sharon's doggy. Anya, are you watching? Anya, she could go. I should bring one of these days. I'm going to bring one of those little honky squeaky toys in and just go. Oi, oi.
There's a lady on the radio that does that.
Lisa Tarbuck.
Yeah,
Yep,
she
does.
sends dogs mad.
Yeah, she sends all the dogs crazy. With her.
Yeah.
I am going to do that just to wind you all up. Then you've got the other breeds of the little puppies. They're just so cute, and they've got these beautiful doleful eyes looking at you. And of course, remember, you can resize these.
I love these because just one look at them. I love stained glass, anything stained glass, and you can make them look like stained glass, either on paper or glossy card, or even better, printable acetate.
Yeah, printable acetate or vellum even.
On the with the windows.
Yeah, and of course, because of the way that these have actually been drawn, you can see that there's lots of layers.
Yeah.
Especially you can see in the wings, within the feathers, you could actually start to layer those up as
Put them
well.
on your patio doors, you know, so you can see when the door's open, when it's closed.
Yeah.
It'd be something beautiful to
Because
look at too.
you can actually get that acetate that's got a peel-off thing that makes it clingy as well, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
Then we've got, as well as the angels, you've also got the little cherubs, and then of course we've got this goddess, you've got the fairies there as well. So that's Toppers Volume 20. Then we've got the one that we've just looked at. So you've got your farmyard animals, you've got your moo cows and your bulls, and you've also got your sheeps.
And they're all multi-seasonal, these. I mean, they're suitable
They
for
are,
all year round crafting.
yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, look at him. He's so handsome.
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of the times when we have agricultural shows, we have tents like craft tents and stuff. What's to stop you from making stuff? Bags, cushions, monogram stuff.
Whatever you make, they'll fly. Maybe you don't make to sell, maybe you make to gift, then these are going to be amazing. Now, the most popular individual downloadable collection is the letters of the alphabets. This is the lavender letters of the alphabet. So it could be initials for people, it could be someone's nickname, it could be your website address that you want to have done in these letters. And again, they can be small, they can be huge. The only restriction is the size of paper and card that your printer can take.
Exactly. So if you're looking, you've got an A3 printer, you can print this in A3 size. What I'm actually going to do is go through another demo on the laptop, and then I can show you a paper demo.
Brilliant.
Because I want to show you the little peking animals. So, because they're just so cute. So I'm going to open that one up, and then...
If you're worried about it taking up space on your computer, if that's where you're planning on putting it. Now, nowadays, you can put them on a USB, have individual USBs marked with these names of the collections. You can put it on a memory block that you can buy, a bank, is it what they call it? Where it stores thousands of
I've actually got an external drive, a little hard drive. So, and it's about that big, and it's a terabyte. First time I told you all about it, I called it a terrapin. I've learned. I am learning. Technotrog's learning. Yeah, it's a terabyte, which is very lots of megabytes.
Very lots. Lots of images.
Loads of stuff on there. There's so much room. I know that everyone's going, oh, she's so daft. I don't care. I know that everything's on there. So what I tend to do is recent collections, I'll have them on my laptop. Ones that I use a lot are on my phone, so I could just go, I need to use that, and I'll just scroll through on the phone and send it off to print, because get me, I'm down with the kids, I've got Wi-Fi.
Now you can do it. But I think so many people, even people like yourself that were a little bit kind of, not sure about this, are realising, you know, we all, I'm sure, get emails. If you can get an email and answer it, which I'm sure most people watching will be able to do, you can use this artwork. There's nothing complicated about it whatsoever.
Exactly, and sometimes it's like I said, you know, I'm terrible for buying paper kits, because it's like, oh, I need to keep that, and then, oh, I'm just going to have this one just to stroke. And I remember a time when, and don't say you never did it, because I know you did, you'd buy two. One to stroke and then one to use.
But then you end up with cracked ceilings.
I know. Then you end up with your house is starting to cave in. Your husband or your partner or your wife knows what you're up to, because there's physical evidence. There's no evidence.
Your craft room starts on the first floor, ends up on the ground floor.
Exactly.
That doesn't have to be a problem now.
No, not a problem, because literally, do you know what? Next time I'm in, I'll bring the terrapin.
Okay. And
I'll show you. So we are going to look at, I'm going to show you the A6 size, because we had a look at the 6x6 last time. So let's have a look at the A6 in the peking animals. Look how cute they are. Look, they're so adorable. I love this one here.
I'm trying to see if Maisie's there.
I don't think there's a tortie.
No, I don't think
there should be. But look at the little paws, they're just so cute. And like I showed you before, you can actually resize these as well. So if we go to print, now this is on fit. So this has increased it to A size. So custom scale, that's it, A6 size. perfect for a card front. But then if you want to go a little bit larger, so we'll go 150%, then that's probably just a little bit bigger than an A5. And then, of course, if you go to fit, that's an A4.
Well, if you think about it, 400 printable images is what you've got on all 4 of these collections. But because they can all be resized dozens and dozens and dozens of times, that makes thousands.
Yeah, of course it does.
Images.
Yeah, so let me go to 300% because you can keep going larger. Look. So if you wanted, like, boo.
I'm here.
Yeah, so that's at 300%, and I'll go to 500%. Do you know, I'm at that age now where I'm just on the in-between where I need my specs, but I'm a bit too close, so I'm just going to go like that.
Okay.
Then click again. Look. So you can actually enlarge, and look, there's no pixelation there.
It doesn't deteriorate. It really doesn't. You're getting professional quality images, the same quality that Linda and Hells and Ian would send to a professional printing company to make colour collections. You're getting the same quality images. So, yeah, you don't have to, like Hells said, you don't have to invest a fortune in a decent printer these days. They are very, very affordable now. Debbie and Sarah, check out your baskets if you wouldn't mind, Debbie and Sarah. Remember, it's a different way of ordering. Rather than giving the call centre a call, because they obviously can't put physically something into your basket and download it onto your account. I don't think they can anyway. You do need to go to our website, which is hobbymaker.co.uk, either on your phone, on your tablet, or on your PC, and click purchase. There's nothing that's going to arrive in the post because it literally arrives on your account the very same moment. Or it may take, because there's a lot of artwork, obviously, it may take a few minutes to actually download, but it will be there then on your account, which you can access and put on a spare storage device if you want to, and it will always be there on your Hobbymaker account, so it's never going to disappear. But if you lose it because you change your device or something happens, just go to your Hobbymaker account and you'll see it there.
Download it again.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the thing.
You have to pay for it again.
I think with anything that's digital or technical, I was always really worried that I was going to break it or delete it. You know, in effect, then that's it, you're done, because it's gone. But because it's going to stay on your Hobbymaker account, even if you are a bit unsure and you accidentally do click delete, it's going to be there on your Hobbymaker account. Right, so a little friend here for our David.
Herbie boy.
Little Herbie is a very naughty turkey boy.
Jackie Leicestershire. Hello, Jackie. She says, can you rotate it to print on a page to print, or do you have to have a different program to do it?
Right, okay, so no, you can't rotate it because it's the way that it's actually set up. And we haven't got, when we buy the license for these images, you can resize them within the parameters of Adobe or your PDF reader. Right. We don't allow you within our Angel policy and fair use policy to use them in a different program. So the only program that you'd be able to use these in would be your PDF reader. Right. So no, you can't rotate them, but you can actually start to resize them change the size of them to make them larger.
Right.
Okay, so, and the other thing to remember as well is that I'm showing you the A6, which is the rectangle, to get it to fit. If you've got a 6x6, you're going to have the band at the top and the band at the bottom. It'll probably go just a little bit bigger than an 8x8, but you're going to have that band at the top and the band at the bottom. Whereas, because that's a square, it will never become a rectangle.
No, sure. That's why you've included the A6
Yeah, you've got them both there. So here's our little cheeky doggy. And like I was showing you before, literally, click on print. There he is on fit, so that's fit to page. But if I go to custom scale, because he's A6 in size, but like we did before, we can actually go to, let's go to 500%. And look, that he is looking quite guilty about nicking Dave's turkey.
Butter wouldn't melt.
But can you imagine, you print that out, look at the detail in there. The detail is still absolutely perfect, all down to the little whiskers.
Every little fibre of fur and every little tiny whisker is pinprick sharp, it really is. And the artwork's lovely. The reflection in his eyes, that butter wouldn't melt in his mouth sort of
I know, look at him, look at his little face. But print that onto iron-on transfer like I did with, where is it, this one. This is iron-on transfer paper. I think there were about 30 sheets in the pack. literally print it on, and then it comes with a carrier sheet. So you're going to bob that onto your fabric or your T-shirt or whatever, put the carrier sheet over the top, iron it, and then you've got that on a T-shirt or on some fabric.
Well, Herbie's not mine. He's Karen and Lee's, which is my other half's sister and brother-in-law. So T-shirts with that on as an extra maybe
So
New Year's
gorgeous.
present would go down so well, wouldn't it?
I know, this is it, and you can really personalise it, because I know we're all bonkers about our pets, aren't we?
Yeah.
But look at that one, even he's just like looking through a
And
little...
with a little message at the bottom, turkey dog underneath.
Yeah, turkey dog, turkey cheeky dog. Right, so I've got a physical demo here. So this is one that Ian's done for me. And this is using, obviously it's using a cat. This is using this gorgeous British blue. So we've got some black card. And then some of our essentials papers from, I don't know if they will still be on the website, they possibly will be. Spellbinding Classics. This is one of the papers from the Spellbinding Classics.
Well, remember the Crafty Witches, and actually every brand that we have here at Hobbymaker have got their own brand shop within our website. So if ever you want any of the papers you hear Hales talking about or Linda talking about, you can find it there. So order this now, get it bought, get it downloaded, get crafting with it this afternoon. And if you do need some extra quality paper to print onto, check hobbymaker.co.uk and the Crafty Witches brand shop. So there we go, we've just gone into it for you. And then you can see other things that are there, other collections.
There's all the
that
other
are still
goodies as
available.
well.
Yeah. There we go.
Because this is like, it's, you know what, I keep saying it, it's never ending. Because you're never, ever going to run out. Now,
No.
I can't quite see what I'm doing here because I am sitting quite low down, so if it's a bit wonky,
Looks all right to me.
do excuse me, but I think it'll be all right. And then there's some more of this lovely paper going in the other direction. Do you know, Ian is so organised, he puts me to shame. Because my stuff's just usually, you know what I'm like for crafting.
He's Hale's little helper this afternoon, isn't
He is, bless him, he's helping me because obviously I've got my dodgy toe, so I'm on crutches.
You've got everyone running around after you.
I have.
Yeah.
I have to say I am bored. So bored.
Good
I've
to get
not
out
been able
of
to do anything.
Good to come to work.
It is, yeah. Do you know what? It's nice to actually speak to people that I'm not married to and that aren't continually asking me my date of birth. Oh, Mr. Sheridan, could I check your date of birth again? It's like, you've asked me 2 minutes ago, but yeah, I'll tell you again. Look at this.
How long before you're back to fighting fit then? Another week
Right,
or so?
hopefully, the end of January,
Good.
when I have my X-ray, then it should be, if the fusion's worked and everything's all knitted together, I should be back into my own shoes.
It's been going on for a long time though, hasn't it?
This has been going on for way too long, because I had, if you remember, I had surgery last January, and it failed, unfortunately.
It's been basically a year.
It's been a year. And ironically, the day that I'm going to get the final X-ray and hope that everything's all right is actually a year and a day after I had the surgery originally. But yeah, it's been pretty difficult because I've not been able to get anything on my feet.
That is a problem.
Yeah, I've been in flip-flops all the time. So, hopefully...
Which if you're abroad or whatever, is fine, but
Yeah,
if you're trying
it's
to kind
fine
of live
if
your
you're on
life,
holiday,
not
but
easy.
yeah, when I went into hospital, it was like, why are you wearing flip-flops? It's like, because I can't get anything else on my feet.
Now there you go. There's
There
a
we
finished,
go.
beautiful cat card.
Look how gorgeous.
Remember, these are unbelievable prices, and
yeah.
I know some of you might be looking at the price thinking it can't be as good as you're saying it is. For less than £13, you can get 400 printable sheets that you can print off again and again and again. If you've got one particular type of cat or dog or one particular angel that you like or one letter of the alphabet you want to print off 50 times, you can do that because you've got the artwork there to print as many or as few as you want in whatever size you choose to do. And they're £4.99 each, but Linda's done a cracking end of the year deal for you today. It is part of our Bank Holiday and Boxing Day sale event this week. We've got Sheena coming up with 2 shows back to back with different items in the show at lowest prices ever. £12.96 you get Angels and Fairies, Peking Animals, Farmyard Animals, and the Alphabet Toppers. If you want them on their own, they're $4.99 each, and you can just download them individually if you want to. But if you buy them as that main bundle, that is UE6337. Provided it's that you're clicking on, it says purchase. You can purchase it anywhere in the world that you may be watching us. It doesn't matter because it's not being posted. It's literally being downloaded onto your account, and then you can download it and print it off and just use the artwork again and again and again. To have all that stunning artwork there at no more charge than $12.96, and you choose what you print it onto. I dare say in months and years to come, there'll be other things that you can print onto.
Exactly, because I know originally, like printable fabric, it was canvas really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But now I've got cotton poplin that I print onto. Yep. I just buy a pack of it. And I know that you can actually get, it's like a freezer paper that you can iron your fabric onto and then run that through your printer as well. So there are loads of different ways to be using these files.
Now, I know you've just put a big capital letter A on your PC screen. Just take a little look at that. Obviously, we've got the boards here. But
doesn't it look different, though, when you actually see it like that?
If you look at Hels's computer screen that she's put the A on, the detail in there and the colours are incredible.
It's almost like a cloisonne, isn't it? So it's got that edge to it, and those florals are actually within it. And unfortunately, you can't pick that up on the boards, but showing you on there, can you imagine what you're going to do is print that 3 times? The first one, you're going to keep to size, but then the next time you go in and you start to, let me bring this in here with this A, you're going to start to cut out these so you can lift it up. But if you enlarge this, so you're going to print this as an A4 size, pop it into a really nice frame, and that is a beautiful home decor gift.
Oh, totally, yeah. If you had a maybe dark background behind it, it doesn't have to be dark, but it would look lovely. Maybe just in a box frame, you know, in a conservatory or in a lounge or in a bedroom, it would look fantastic.
Yeah, really, really classy. These are absolutely stunning.
Go and put your feet up.
Yes, I'm going to go put my trotter up.
OK, we'll see you back at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock,
okay.
yes.
Different collections coming at 4 o'clock this afternoon. We've got a selection of mini kits at even more affordable prices. We've got koala cuddles, we've got flowers for you, all sorts. So different to what we're showing you now, but that'll be at 4. Next, though, we've got 2 hours with a lovely Sheena. 2 different shows coming up at 2 and 3. Don't go anywhere.
The thermal cinch makes it so easy to bind a book. We obviously are known for bookbinding tools. We have the regular cinch, the mini cinch. We have all of these different bookbinding tools. This one, I would say, by far the easiest to use. You turn on the machine, it heats up, put your binding on, stick it in there, and in a matter of minutes, you have your bound book, and it's amazing.
Did you know that digital downloads are now available on the Hobbymaker website? Just pop over to hobbymaker.co.uk, go to downloadable content, choose the collection you would like to buy, and click purchase. This will be an instant payment, and once purchased, you will receive an email. Click on the link and it will take you here. Click download, and once downloaded, the file will appear in your downloads folder. Right-click on the folder and click on extract all. Once extracted, open the folder, click auto run, and you're ready to craft. For more information, help and support, go to the further details section of the purchase page. Digital crafting with Hobbymaker.
Hello everybody, Scott here. Have an incredible Christmas. Spend it with your family, spend it with your friends, have an incredible time. Most of all, enjoy it. Thank you so much for supporting us throughout this whole year, and we'll see you throughout the festive period, and we'll also see you in the new year. Have a great time. Merry Christmas.
What I love about Sizzix products is that they've got a product to cover everything. It's not just about card making. We've got a wide range of mixed media products. We've got dies, we've got stamps, we've even got stencils. So whatever type of crafting you like to do, Sizzix has got something for you.
What I love about Scissix products, I've been working with the company for over 20 years and it still keeps me enthused. And that's the best thing I can say about Scissix.
So excited. Hobbymaker looks like such a fun studio, loads of really nice people, and we're just really excited to get started.
Merry Christmas from me, Sharon.
Merry Christmas from me, Pete.
Merry Christmas from me, Jess. And we'll see you in 2024 on Hobbymaker.
Our UK-based call centre is always on hand to assist you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Hello there everybody, make sure you join us on December the 31st because here on Hobbymaker we are rounding off the year with our New Year's Eve's Hobbymaker Awards, and it promises to be a sparkling day of deals galore. We've got awards for you for people that you see on air and also some of the people that you don't see on air as well. Those people that have done something fabulous or maybe not so fabulous during 2023. Crafters Companion are going to be here and Hunky Dory as well. So it promises to be a glittering day. It's not just going to be glitter in the products. We're going to have glitter everywhere for the 2023 Hobbymaker New Year's Eve Awards. You know you have to be there.
Hiya, good afternoon. Thank you if you've been watching us since we came on air today at 1 o'clock. And if you were watching us yesterday and on Christmas Day as well, we've been with you right the way through the festive season. Into kind of no man's land now, isn't it, in between Christmas and New Year. But we've got some amazing deals, amazing savings, sales all the way. I'm so lucky today because I'm working with two lovely people. Hells, of course, I've loved and worked with for years. And the lovely Sheena. Always look forward to seeing Sheena's shows because she always teaches us and me so many different tips and techniques. What we brought you back today is one of the best-selling, if not the best-selling collection that Sheena has put together. It's called Bella Luna. Now, if you want to shop ahead to see everything else that Sheena's got, she's with us for 2 hours today, so between now and 4 we've got Sheena. If you have a little look at the web, which is hobbymaker.co.uk, everything in these shows is available, and the price you pay will be the lowest price. We drop the prices, everyone pays the final price when you get to checkout, and lowest ever prices on quite a few things, including the Bella Luna Complete Collection. Because lovely to see you, Sheena. You all right?
Thank you, Dave. Yes.
Thank you for coming in during Christmas.
You know what? I extend it as long as I possibly can. Like, I'm going back to the mince pies and the Christmas pudding after today, and I'm not even moving out of Christmas mode until maybe about mid-January.
Now, the big bundle that we've got for you, we've done it before, and this actually, I know it was available on a shopping network in America.
Absolutely, yeah, and it sold out before it went on air.
Before it went on air?
Before it went on air, yes. Everybody was wanting it. They did preview in a catalogue, and everybody was saying, when are we going to get Bella Luna? When are we getting Bella Luna? And it actually didn't even get a chance to get on air with this full collection. So, yes, and we've got everything, haven't we? We've got the full collection.
The full collection. We have got 3 smaller collections as well available, also at really good reduced prices. But what I find mostly with these shows, most of you, not all of you, but most of you like to get the complete thing. So everything works together beautifully well. The paper pads, the dies, all the essential extras as well. You've got stencils in there, embossing folders. All of the collection should be $179.81. Now, we're going to drop it to the price that we last had it at. When it launched here at Hobbymaker, it was one of the most popular collections. We took it to under £150, £149 for everything that you can see here. And what's the theme of Bella Luna?
The Bella Luna is the beautiful moon.
Right.
So it's all about moonlit, it's the romance of it. It's for male, female, young and old. We've got florals with it, pretty scenes, lakeside scenes, couples. So it's for all occasions and all ages.
And I think you'll agree.
Theme.
I mean, all the images and the artwork you've got here in die form, in stencil form, in embossing folder form are absolutely magical. The dolphins there that you could have leaping out of the water scenes, the stamps that are in there as well. The paper pads are just amazing. Now, we've matched that price that we took it to when it was available earlier in the year at £149. It is, I'm pleased to say, wherever we go with this price, on 4-way split pay. So at the moment, it's £37.25 if you want to use split pay and pay over 4 payments over 3 months. What about, though, if we today take it to the lowest price it has ever been? It's our end-of-year treat. For those of you that maybe saw Bella Luna earlier in the year and thought, oh, I can't justify that at the moment, but I would love to go for it. If you go for it today, this is going to be the lowest price this entire collection has ever been. We're going to keep the 4-way split pay on there as well. We are taking it to £129.99. That is a £50 saving off what the price should be, and it's still on the 4-way split pay as well. So it's £32.49 you pay today, plus your P&P unless you've already paid it today. And that will be on its way. You'll get it in the next few days. Now, already 10% of the entire available collection is in baskets, so it's the best time to buy it. It's the most popular collection Sheena's done this year, and it's the lowest ever price. You've even got things like ink pads in there. You've got the Spectrum Noir opaque white pens in there. All the things that you see Sheena use in her fantastic demonstrations, which I'm sure inspire you, they certainly inspire me. You've got this. Can I quickly just show you, before we do any more, I just want to show you the pad, because this pad, I think, gets across the whole ethos, the whole design, the whole idea about the Bella Luna. It's the moon on the river. It's the moon on the water. It's the beautiful shady glens. It could be a fairyland. It is absolutely magical. And the double-sided papers as well. So you're going to get this paper pad in there, no problem at all. But the artwork, Sheena, is just breathtaking.
Thank you. You know what? Working with Leanne's team is phenomenal because, you know, we're saying about those guys know how to get the layering and everything. And, it's just come together so well. And it was definitely a team effort from the concept where Leanne said, so what are you thinking for your first big signature collection then? And I said, I think I like Bella Luna, the beautiful moon. I was like, so I did a few sketches in the office. And then from there, that was where the whole thing kind of grew from there. And it's been ridiculously successful, which is fantastic, Dave.
Absolutely. And it's lovely to know as well, if you're buying the main collection today with everything in it that you need, that you've got literally everything to recreate demonstrations you see Sheena do on the TV. So you've got, I'll just run through some of the things you're going to get in there. You've got the luxury paper pads, 12x12, 6x6, a linen card pack in coordinating colours is in there as well. The vellum pad, which is just here, that's amazing. You're going to get that as well. Solar white cardstock is in there too. And then you've got a selection of embossing folders and stencils. You've got loads of dies. You've got fantastic products as well in the Essentials collection. For example, you've got the Wish Upon a Star photopolymer stamp. You've got the moon gazing stamp and die set. Lots of stamp and die sets with dolphins, flowers, a hare's tail. You've got the crescent moon, the full moon, all of that in there. And so many other things as well. Shimmer sprays, ink pads, you've got highlighter art sets, glitter paste, photopolymer stamps, embossing folders. It's just crammed full, and you're saving by buying the collection today £50, over £50 off what you should be spending, and we're giving it to you with interest-free split pay. So it's £20 less than what it's ever been. It's the lowest price it's ever been, and it's yours today for just £32.49. But realistically, for that price you pay today, I know there's 3 more split pays to pay in monthly periods, but you're getting £180 worth of Sheena artwork, Sheena inspiration, and quality Crafters Companion Sheena products, okay? Loads of you coming in. Fiona's in already in County Durham. Hello, Arlene. Hello, Linda. Hello, Lorraine in Ayrshire. Please check your baskets out. It's when you check out that you confirm your purchase. But what a great saving today.
You know what, Dave, I should mention as well, because this is was launched a couple of months ago, if you're a member of the Inquettes, there is so much inspiration there, including the full instructions. Pamela's actually done a video tutorial on how you can make this exquisite book. So there is, fortunately, because you've kind of gotten not just the cost, the price-wise, the value, but you've got it in a great time because all the inspiration's out there for you.
Now, the Inquettes, that's your Facebook group,
That's my Facebook group. So if it's Sheena's Inquettes, so that's what you want to look for and join, and we let you in. We'll play nice. We share all. You share what you've done. The team are all there helping you, and you've got any questions. And they, again, it's full-on tutorials. Leading up to Christmas, the team have done a tutorial, a technique tutorial, every single day leading up for Advent. But as well as that, that, this exquisite book, Pamela's even done a 4-part video. Shall I show you what you can do?
Yeah, please.
And everything. So this just sums up the whole collection, I think, perfectly. All of the dies are there, everything that you need. The papers are here. You're going to get everything you need here, other than the little metal fixings and the board to create the physical structure of the book. Everything is in here. So if you the embossing folder there with a little bit of gilding wax, all of these papers are what you're going to get. The wording. You've got tags in here which you can make, so imagine even smaller format cards or tags. You've got the crescent moon with the florals, and these papers, Dave showed you the 12 by 12, but there's also a 6 by 6, which is perfect for just a card. You really just need the card with a little bit of a greeting on there, and maybe use your shimmer sprays over the top if you want a bit of bling, and you've got your card almost done. If you want to have a day where you want to get really, I mean, look at this gorgeous spray on it. Look at that. Look at that. It transforms the papers. Just that with the wolf and some wording. You've got a card done there, and you've just coloured in just a minimal kind of little thing there, and it looks stunning. I think this is why this has been so phenomenally successful, and it's really nice that we haven't got just part of the range. We've got the whole range, Dave, so you're not, because you've come in later, normally you have to compromise. You're like, oh, well, you've nearly got it all, but that's no longer available. We've got it all, so now's the time. I don't know how long we'll have it all, so if you're thinking, now's the time to do it.
Dip your toe in. And what I do is, maybe you've got the day off today, I'm not quite sure if you're working or not at the moment, in between Christmas and New Year, but if you've got a bit of time this afternoon, purchase it now while we've got this deal on 4-way split pay, and then go onto Facebook and search for Sheena's Inkettes. Join that group, it's free to join, and then you can just enjoy all the inspiration that Sheena and all of her followers have put on Facebook, because you're not going to be left high and dry with the collection thinking, I don't know what to do with it, or I feel a bit intimidated or whatever. No, you'll see loads and loads of demonstrations, inspiration. Over 10% of our entire stock for this afternoon has already been put into baskets here. I mean, the only trouble with a collection like this, there's so much to show you to get it all in, so you can see exactly what you're getting. There's ink pads. This here, as you can see, this is your shimmer sprays in the gold and in the silver. And you saw in that lovely book a few minutes ago, the shimmer sprays being used to great effect there. We've got your opaque white Spectrum Noir pens over there. You've got loads and loads and loads of stencils with sea scenes and foliage scenes and beautiful tree scenes there as well. Embossing folders are included. I mean, if you just want a bundle of the papers, for example, just so you know, if you want the 12 by 12 paper pad, if you want the 6 by 6 paper pad, if you then also want the linen cardstock and you want the vellum pad as well, that is available as a separate item, and that is £50.95 normally, but if you just want those 4 things, if that's what you bought before and you're running out of it, we can give you a special Boxing Day Part 2, lowest ever price on that as well. If you just want the papers, $39.99, it should have been $45, so we're giving you another £5 off. That's if you want the 12 by 12, if you want the vellum, if you want the 6 by 6, and you also want, of course, the linen fabric, and you also get your Nina cardstock as well, which I think is somewhere. You get your Nina cardstock as well. I haven't got it here, but you do get that included too. So that, if you want that bundle, you can see it on the screen, there it is. $39.99 gets you that, if that's what you're running out of. And obviously these are consumables, you will use those up.
Well, this is ideal, this is perfect. So people who already paid the full price a couple of months ago for the collection, you are going to use those up. And papers are just, you know, it's difficult to use them because they're so pretty. You want to keep some. But you want to use them at the same time. So now you can, if you can replenish at that price as well, which is fabulous.
Now, it might be that you don't want necessarily the paper pads, but you like the idea of going for the essentials. I've got actually little boards here to show you what the essentials is going to include. Now, it should be $86.88. You're going to get your crescent moon with wonderful foliage that you can wrap around it. You've then got your moon and the clouds, of course, as well. You've then got your stamp and die sets included. This is all in the big bundle as well, remember, but if you just want this, the Essentials collection, we're calling it, it is available with the stamp and the die set. This is not the lowest price. It's going to go lower. Anyone that wants this, put it in your basket and check out. There's the dolphin and the stamp. Then you've got, of course, your wolf and the die and stamp set together as well. Lowest ever price, it is $69.99 for all of these dies and stamps, and it's on split pay as well. So that's $23.33, your first payment of £3. You've then got the couple side by side. All of this is in the main bundle as well. When you wish upon a star, more precious than all the stars in the sky, shine bright, are the stamps on there. Then you've got that lovely scene with the boat in the water, beautiful. Then we come on to the embossing folder. This is also in the Essential Collection and in the main bundle as well. Beautiful, isn't it? Then you've got your stencils for your trees and your distance foliage and treetops. Oh, I've got the Nina here. There's the Nina. It was the Essentials. So the Nina is with the the paper pads, okay? The Nina is with the paper pads. If you go for that bundle, it's going to be in, of course, the main collection as well. But this is your Essentials collection that I've just gone through, and that is in the big bundle as well, okay? So that's everything. But we do have the smaller bundle of the paper pads with the vellum and the Nina, and we've also got the Essentials, and we've got the embellishment bundle as well, which is basically what's in the middle here. So you've got your Spectrum Noir white, opaque white pen. You've also got, is that gouache in the tube?
It's gouache, and that's the biggest tube of gouache I have ever used. It's
Brilliant.
huge. Normally, that's like 4 times the size that you would normally pay for gouache.
Then you've got your ink pads, and then you've also, of course, got next to that your glitter paste as well. So those are available as a separate bundle with the shimmer sprays too. That's £50, and you get spatulas in there as well. So that's the other third bundle that you're going to be getting. But the main collection is going to have everything in it, okay? Everything I've just shown you, everything is in the main collection, which is giving you the best value, giving you the best saving, and it's on 4-way split pay as well. So I would want the lot, Sheena.
You know what? When you can get it, like I say, normally if you get the bargain, the good price, you've normally got it like kind of there's a compromise. Maybe that dye is no longer available, or this colouring product isn't available. But fortunately, right now everything is available, so you're getting everything, the best of all the worlds right now. Shall I show you how to make a couple of bits and pieces? Just little quick tips through some of the content.
Well,
yeah, we've got some stunning finished cards. Let me show you. Let me tell you what. Let's just focus first of all on the papers that you're going to get and what you can do with the papers and what that means for you. So on this sample here, we've got, you can see the crescent moon here. That's just cut out of mirror card, and I love that modern kind of like kind of a little bit of an edge to it with the chrome look, doesn't it? With the moon. But the couple there, so great for anniversaries card. But you see the strip down here. So all you're going to do is you're going to use your vellums to just tear a strip to add against your backing paper. So all of this backing, you've done nothing. The only thing you've done, you've coloured in that one circle, and you've got an amazing card like that, as well as cutting them out.
Sheena,
so that's how to use,
20% of the stock.
Wow, I'm going to talk quicker. and I can talk quick. I can't always think as quick as I can talk. That's the trouble. So what we've got here as well, Dave, is another idea with the vellums. Can you see this is against an acetate? So if you put a light against there, you can just see my hand through there. That's another way of using the vellums. This is really cool. It is a bit like Peter Pan. It's what that the North Star and something until morning, isn't it?
Ellie, our producer, was saying it.
Yes, it is.
Pan,
yeah.
Neverland.
How clever is that? Look, so the circle's been cut out of the background card with the vellum behind it. So if you put a little one of those electronic tea lights, not the real one, just the the electronic one,
battery one,
you'll get that glowing, that'll kind of light up behind there. Now the backing paper, so if you look at those stunning backing papers Dave was showing you, if you're good with, in fact, they're not even precision cut. Even I can cut that, but look at how amazing that looks. Again, if you think, I'm just starting with a bit of colouring, I'm going to try these 2 little hairs. That's all you've got to worry about, that whole card, right? The rest of it, you're taken care of. The papers have done it for you. You've got this one here, which is the embossing folder. Again, all of the details on there, but see how the papers have basically given you that perspective, given you that depth, and it's all the paper. So make them work for you. Let me give you some more inspiration.
Just thinking, is it taking you back to your childhood memory of reading books, maybe before you went to bed at night, that sort of thing?
Absolutely. You know what? For a while, I worked in a big bookshop in the children's section, and I would buy the children's picture books, and I loved, because obviously being a visual person, and this is the kind of things that would be the big sellers for children's books. These kind of illustrations, because that's what parents, you'd be looking at them thinking, Oh yeah, they appeal to me, all
Yep.
age groups. Look at, I mean, that is stunning, isn't it?
That could be like you're looking through a periscope or a telescope or
Absolutely.
something to a scene.
It's like another world, isn't it? A bubble into another, the perfect idyllic situation. So for a man's card, someone who loves nature, who maybe goes fishing, who likes the outdoors, camping, perfect scene for that. And I love this kind of tattoo-esque feel where you've got the masculine, maybe the wolf, but then with the floral element around. And again, that I love that imagery. You've got for even nautical. So if you, you know, someone, I've got a friend who is part of Orca, who's into all the, you know, the conservation at sea. She goes out and spots all these rare breeds of dolphin and everything. It's an amazing thing. So this would be perfect for Karen. So something for everyone. There's those papers again in the background. Little bit, can you see the moon here? A little bit of ink on that plain card, but then go over the top. So if you're wondering, it's all there. I was clever when I chose the colours, because that, you don't need a colour, you want bling, which will show up any colour on top of it.
This is the thing, because you've selected all the products that are in the Bella Luna collection, you know everything is going to work. So if you love those finished samples and you want to recreate those and put your own spin on it, the ink pads are the right colours to go with the collection. So of course are the extra, the glitter paste, for example, the shimmer sprays, the white gouache and the white opaque pen as well. It's all there, so you can recreate your own versions of what we've just been showing you. It's a big collection. But remember, today, you know, and you've got the peace of mind knowing that you're buying it at the lowest price it's ever been. It's £20 less than it was earlier in the year. And this is one of the best-selling collections from Sheena of 2023. You're saving £50 by buying it from us, off of what the price should be. And it's on 4-way split pay as well. So, you know, especially at this time of the year, it's nice to be able to spread the cost of something that you want now. Yeah, it's just that first split payment of £32.49. But how to use it, the lady that will show you. Sheena.
Well, you know what? There's so much here, Dave. I'm itching to show you, because I'm going to try and take you through like a logical, methodical way I would work through it. So the first thing I want to look at is the papers. These are your matting and layering papers, your backing papers. They're a gorgeous linen effect, same on both sides, but beautiful colours. All these colours are reflected in your backing papers. So you don't have to worry if they're going to clash, if they're going to go. We've done all that for you. They've all been chosen. And a backing paper, matting and layering, needs to be more muted, right? Because you don't want to be fighting with the star of the show, which is going to be your other papers and your focal point. So you've got all of those gorgeous papers. So what I've done is I have cut just a few here in a square, just so that we can start showing you how we could then layer them up. The next thing is this. I love this pad. So this is your quick cards pad. So if you're thinking, right, I want to be creative, but I don't want to do too much. I just want to have a little bit of a play, and I want to do a little bit of colouring, and I want to have a lot of help. That's where these come in. So on one side, you've got all the details. Like, look, you've got everything going on there. I mean, you can just highlight. We're going to play with this in a sec.
So is
but then the other side is more minimalist.
Is that a scaled down version of the 12 by 12?
Absolutely.
Right, okay.
So you're not losing anything. You've got everything in there that's within that big image on the 12 by 12, but it's ready to go on one of those papers and with a little sentiment or one of your detailed moons, and you're done. Look at that gorgeous lakeside scene. Amazing. But look, both sides, you've got all those images there that you can either choose the detailed side or the less detailed side. Right, so the next thing, Dave, what you're going to do with them. So if you look at this paper here and we start matching up, what was going to look good? I mean, it looks, you see, it works on any of them. It works on any of those matting and layering, because the colour palette has been chosen for you. So none of these are a problem. None of them, or they all work. They all work a treat, right? So if we think, right, I like that one, we could maybe make this a little bit different. Let's have a play with it. Right, so let's take these two to start with, right? These are forget Bella Luna, just put them in your kit that you carry with you all the time, because these are bread and butter products.
What is gouache then?
Gouache is it's an opaque watercolour. It's like artist quality. If you remember the poster paint you used at school, well, they were like kids' versions, but gouache is like the artist version of that, where it's much more pigment in it, because that's what artists want. They want dense pigmentation, so it's very white. You can use it thicker, so you're going to have an opaque white coverage, or you can water it down. So you've got lots of flexibility with this. Let me show you what I mean. So, and normally the tube is far less than this. And look at how that's really thick, really what we call a heavy-bodied product there. So what you're going to do is you're going to, if we want to make this moon look a little bit more like a full moon, because, you know, this is where you're playing now. You're thinking, right, this is my paper and do what I want, right? We've got the starter there, but I might want to, you know, add my own little baby steps while you build up your confidence on getting a bit more artistic with it and tweaking, which is great. And it's kind of like the stabilizers on your bike. Yeah. The papers are there to make sure if you'd have a wobble, you're going to be fine. But then you can think, okay, let's pop that there and we'll have a more of a full moon like that because I can. And all you're going to do is follow the curve of that there. But then you're also going to think, what about if it's a little bit of a wispy cloud across there? Should we put some wispy clouds across the moon? So I'm going to take this and then we can just pop like this, little kind of circular things. Now, having got this, the secret to this is because these papers are a matte cover as well, we can have it so that if you wanted thicker coverage, you have less water. Okay, use it a bit drier. If you want it thinner, then you just add a little bit of water to it. And then we can have some wispy clouds. Just think of wispy, kind of like, if you work on the top part of the clouds, like this, yeah, coming across like that.
I like your analogy, it's like stabilizers on a bike.
Yes. Exactly.
Think of those papers in that way, it makes sense.
And back to my childhood Christmases, Steve. I remember that Christmas when I got my bike with my stabilisers and my older brother took me out and you think, I'm never going to be able to do this. And then by New Year, you're off and running, aren't you?
Absolutely.
And that's exactly what it's like. So what I'm doing there is just fading the bottom a little bit. So can you see how now we can make the top of the clouds a little bit whiter and make it so that you can see them coming over the moon. It's just plain, it's so forgiving. Look, it's your paper, and if you've already got Bella Luna and you've replenished and you've stocked up on some papers and you've already know that you've left the stabilisers behind and you know that you're off and running with this, then you can have a bit play with the new papers and tweak them to your own liking. So we've got that going on there. Now we've got a really cool misty kind of moon kind of thing going on in there. You might want to have some little ideas of some little snow or whatever on these distant trees. If you want to play even further, you can maybe have a play like that. I'm not going to do too much, but again, it's all your choice. And whatever you want to do, use these as just your starter for 10 kind of thing.
And all these scenes, Sheena, lend themselves to things like fairies as well. Okay, you've got the characters in here, the couple on the swing and all of that, which is fantastic. But if you've got anything kind of myth and magic, you can bring those characters into these scenes too.
Oh, absolutely perfect for fairy type scenes. And yeah, don't think of them just as this collection. Think of it as your just go-to. There's so much in this that you're just going to be using with the stuff, and I think that's a good collection. It's something that you can use with the stuff that you've got in your kit as well. So we've got we can bring highlights like this in the foreground. So can you see how that pen, if you use it wet, if you get some water on there straight away, you see how you can blend it out? So that makes it so much more versatile that you can have a softer highlight rather than that harsh line there. But I'm not going to do too much more, but you can see how that's going. And then we get to take it further and we can then add a bit of bling. So the bling that you're going to add, we've got two options of this bling. We've got the pearl colour here, which is it just kind of gives it a gorgeous pearly kind of shimmer. Or you've got the gold, okay? And all you're going to do, the most straightforward way of using it, give it a shake and then give it a spritz like this and commit to the spray. If you're just kind of like scared to do that, it's more likely to get little droplets on it. You've got to really go boom and go for it, okay? So, and then you can see how just adding that one very light spritz on there, we've got a lovely shimmer. But then you can also, if you want to highlight some bits a little bit more, you can always go and add paint that on to give some more spot bling to your papers where you want them. So
Now we've actually put the embellishment collection, which is part of the big bundle, obviously, on the screen on the right-hand side. You get your shimmer pads, you get your sprays, you get the gouache, you get the glitter paste as well, and the tools, of course, as well, that you can see there in the spritzers. Now that's £50 just for that on its own. And if you go for the main collection, you pay the first split payment of 4, obviously, $32.49 gets you that and everything else as well. So that's why I think so many of you are going for the main collection. The paper pads are in there, the dies are in there, the embossing, fantastic embossing folders in there as well. Now, over 20% of our available stock is gone. We're only half an hour into the show. And Gemma, check your basket out if you could in West Sussex. Irene in the city of Edinburgh, Helen in South Yorkshire, Fiona in County Durham, Arlene in Surrey, Linda in Kent. Loads of you have checked out, but those people haven't checked their baskets out yet. So you run the risk of missing out if you don't do that. And all we ask is that first split payment. If you want to pay in full because you don't like split pay, that's absolutely fine. Of course you can, debit or credit card. And then you just dry it off with a heat gun, a heat tool.
absolutely.
Yep.
And then you've got that stuck down there, and then we're going to start playing with all the toppers. So that hopefully is giving you a little bit of a taster for backgrounds. I've got some more that I played with here. So these are the papers as you're going to get them. And then further in, just that little spritz. Look at that. Look at how it transforms. It looks like nighttime sparkly stars, doesn't it? And a little bit more. Both the sprays there. We've got the pearl and the gold on there. And I've used the gouache for the moon, and then the pen to highlight the water to bring that even more prominent there. We've got another little play there with adding more highlight and again emphasising the moon. And that was just, so that's just the start of what you can do with the paper.
I mean, that's great because you've got the 12 by 12 paper pad and you've got the 6 by 6. But as Sheena's shown you, she gives you the base picture to start with. So it's less intimidating than just getting a plain white sheet of cardstock or paper that you've got to start from scratch and think, oh, I don't know what goes where. You know, it's not a blank canvas, but it's a canvas that you can add to with all the other fantastic extras that are in the collection as well. So on the screen, we've got the paper collection. If you just want that, if that's what maybe you bought the collection earlier in the year, and it's those paper pads that you're getting through and you want to stock up on them. Lowest ever price on this, it's $39.99, and you're going to get, remember, the 16 sheets of the Nina, which I couldn't find earlier, it was buried under there, as well as your 12 by 12 paper pad, the same artwork in the 6 by 6 that Sheena was using, that's in there as well, and you've also got your fantastic vellum as well. There's 24 sheets of vellum in there. The whole thing, $39.99 if you just love the idea of the papers and the vellums. And in the big bundle, you're going to get all of that anyway, but it's there if that's what you need to stock up on, if that's what's running out. Now, the big collection, just getting more and more and more people checking out. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Gemma. Hello, Irene. Hello, Helen. Hello, Fiona. Arlene, Kent, and Linda in Kent. All of you have got it in your baskets right now. Chance for you, if you missed it first time round, to stock up, or maybe you bought a couple of the bits previously, loved them, and you want the whole thing now at the lowest price it's ever been, and on split pay as well. 30%, with everyone checking their baskets out, 30% of Bella Luna has now gone. It's a 2-hour special with Sheena for Boxing Day Part 2. I've got some more cards here just to give you a quick little look at some other artwork that's been done by some of the inkettes, Sheena's lovely inkettes. Look at these. So you've got the little hairs that you can bring into the equation if you don't want to use the human beings all of the time. Then you've got the lady or the girl on the swing. I mean, does that remind you of like young holidays, you know, when you're a youngster with mum and dad down on the farm or something like that? That's what it reminds me of. Then you've got the couple just sitting kind of arm in arm on the banks of the lake or the river. It's beautiful, beautiful moon, Bella Luna. And the fact that you've got these circular cut-out apertures that look like you're looking through maybe a telescope or a periscope or something, or looking through some binoculars to, like Sheena said, another world. It's like a window to another world. Then you've got the howling wolf as well. There are the little lovebirds, the 2 heads. That would make a lovely Valentine's card, wouldn't it?
That would be great Valentine's, wouldn't it?
Love you to the moon and back. Then you've got the jumping dolphins, again through the aperture. And then you just basically got the solitary boats moored alongside. How beautiful is that? Is it reminding you of the Lake District? Is it reminding you of further afield holidays? It's entirely up your court, and it will work with myth and magic as well. Obviously, main collection here has got the characters in it, the people in it, the hares and the dolphins. But yeah, you can use your fairies and your wizards and all that sort of thing in those scenes as well. $129.99, lowest ever price, best-selling collection from Sheena for this year. I said last year, this year, and we got it back to kind of give you an opportunity to get it at the lowest price ever in between Christmas and New Year, because everybody wants a bargain this time of the year, and that's what you're getting. All right, Sheena.
Fantastic. So the next thing I would do, Dave, once I've had a look at the papers and had a bit of a play and check that out, I would just cut like the wind. Get your die cutting machine out and cut everything. Stamp everything. Stamp, then cut with this is the easiest way to do it. And I like to stamp with a paler ink because I think then you see more of the colouring. Yeah, it's your choice. It's whatever you want to do. So then the structure of the whole thing is around 2 moons, either the crescent moon, like this, or the full moon. And I can't remember who it was. There's a few people said that this is one of their favourite dies ever. I think it was Debbie Fisher. Couldn't believe how gorgeous that die was. She absolutely loved that die.
She loves it so much.
Yeah, and it's such a cool die because think about other things you're going to put that you've got in your craft room. You can have other scenes that you're going to cut out and put in there. This is where it's going to bring life into what you've already got there as well. So let's say we start off with the crescent moon. We'll just keep it simple. There's the crescent moon. But then you've got the floral element that goes over the top of that. So if this was in a silver mirror, then you've got that floral over the top in full colour. Then you might want to have the little hairs. And if you notice, everything has got a very slight curve on it. Not that much that you couldn't use them standalone in their own right on a card, but just enough so that you know that when you fit them in here, it's going to reflect the curvature of your moon. So I like to kind of tuck it behind just a little bit like that.
I'm wondering as well, Sheena, how many people have got maybe a Hobby Maker gift card at Christmas?
Oh, yeah.
And they're looking to spend it maybe on this collection?
Yeah.
Has it's come down in price?
Timing's perfect.
Well, we've got a message from Carol in Lincolnshire. Hello, Carol. Good afternoon. She says, hi, Dave and Sheena. I really wanted this last time round, but sat on my hands and resisted. I've now treated myself and can't wait to have a play. At the new lowest price, Carol, you were wise. Yeah, you waited for the right time. Now's the right time. If it comes back again in the future, will it be at 129.99? It may not even come back in the future.
And will it be complete? Chances are not, because you know what things
you move on.
Yeah, and then you haven't got the full story. So that is the crescent moon. Then we've got the full moon. So you can pop the full moon like this. And again, just the same deal. We can put the little hairs in there, and they're sitting looking at the moon. You don't need much more than that. Then a little bit of wording on the bottom. But also, I haven't even mentioned, we've got these little trailing bits that you can put around the moon, and these could be cut out of mirror card or anything, and they can just come around. And so either the crescent moon or the full moon, and even with just white card, you can start to see. Now this is where get your phone out and take pictures, because then you go, yeah, I like that composition, and then all you're going to do is colour them all in and then put them all back together again. So if you think, okay, I like that, and I really like that scene there, it looks really, for a nice man's card or someone who likes maybe camping outdoors. We do, we get the camper van out again, and then you think that wolf's going to look cool there. You could even put decoupage the moon over and lift that forward again, so you've got some extra dimension going on. I just think that looks so cool, just as it is, with the little trailing vines again around there. You've got, I haven't even stuck a card together yet, Dave, because you know what? We haven't got enough time to stick a card together because there's too much in this collection to get across to you, to let you see all of the different combinations and possibilities.
You can just play with the elements as well to see what looks right before you actually decide to stick it down.
Absolutely.
And again, if you're looking for colouring, we've got pens on the show. We've got the shimmer paints coming up in the show as well, because Sheena's here till 4 o'clock this afternoon. I know it's a little bit off-piste, but we have also got some festive 12x12 acetate, which I'm going to give you details of fairly soon. I'll let Sheena do the demonstration first, but just to let you know, that's in the show if you want to see it at the most incredible price ever. Yeah, 12x12 acetate is on the way.
Shall we do a bit of colouring then, Dave?
Go on then. Yeah.
Because I've got a little card ready here. We'll pop that to one side. I've got a little, bear with, a little one prepared here that I've got all the little bits and pieces ready to show you. So we can pop this little one together here. So an homage to this card here. Not going to be exactly the same, and I don't know who made this one. Who made this one? Sharon. So Sharon's created this little card here. So I'm using Sharon's kind of background. So she's got this pretty purple here, And then we'll pop that on there. So we're going to stick that on there. So before we do, you're going to think, well, do we want any bling on there? Do we want to add a bit of shimmer? I think we might as well.
Why not?
Why not? We've got it. We can. So I'm going to. I think I like the gold. I think the gold shows up a lot.
Lots of comments coming in about your jumper. Everyone's loving it.
Oh, thank you. You know what?
Was it Christina and Glamorgan messaging? Was it? Oh yeah, loving your jumper, Sheena. It really suits you.
Oh, thank you.
Nice one, Christy.
Yes. Well, actually, probably should say you're loving Maria's jumper because I borrowed it. The gold colour. Say nothing. You didn't see me. You know, when you just think you want to be warm, it's no, I want to be warm. I'm getting over this stupid thing. So we're going to try that a little bit there.
Maria's probably watching thinking, I wonder where that gone.
Yeah, where's my jumper? Yeah, hang on. Well, you get there first, Dave. What are you going to do? Eh?
Absolutely.
Whoever gets there first, best dressed that day. So we'll put that on there. So we'll just stick that on there.
We all do it, don't we?
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Yeah, we couldn't swap shoes because sadly enough, even though I'm about a foot shorter, not really, but feels like it, my feet are bigger, so we're not even going to go there. So yeah, shoes-wise, she's safe.
Well, I've lost about 4 pairs of shoes to my other half recently, so.
Yeah.
You
So
don't
we've
wear
got that there like that. So look how easy that was. Just, you know, we've done it. We've got a great start with that card. Then we've got the clouds. Now you can either, we can either ink these up a little bit, or we can just leave them like that. Let's pop a little bit of ink on there. Let's look at the inks that you're going to get in the set. Look at this. Right, so again, I've chosen wisely for you here with inks. You've got 3 shimmers, which are your special effects. Look at that. Woo. And then you've got 3 of the duets, which are kind of a match. So opposite, absolute opposite. And they all mix together. So it doesn't matter if you mix a shimmer with a duet, it's fine because they're all water-based, they play nice together. So what we can do is we can give this a little bit of a shade. Let's use that darker blue in the duet, that one there, which is the Midnight Mist. So we'll pop a little bit there. And I'm going to take just one of my brushes here and just a tiny little bit, and I just want to give it a little bit of shading. So can you see with just the tiniest amount, look at how far these are going. Yep. Look at how far you're going to get with this. And you know what, you still want the clouds to look white, but you want them to look just a little bit of shading. So with white, you've always need a little bit of a shading colour to make the white bit look a bit whiter. I'm
just thinking, I wonder how many people are buying this as their first ever crafting project. We've got lots of brand new crafters who maybe are starting 2024 making cards for the first time. You've got everything in this collection you need to make incredible cards.
That would be amazing. You know what? You've got everything you need. That's the thing. Everything's in here. Look at even the colouring. I mean, you're going to mix these together. We're going to colour the hairs in with these, believe it or not. We're even going to create a brownie colour for the hairs with these colours. I mean, if you went out to buy all the elements that's in this big bundle, would you know where to start to get the colours right, get the tones right? Sheena's the professional artist who's done all that for you, and then you can just reap all the benefits and get all the praise. Absolutely. And that's the thing. You drawing a picture's one thing, but thinking about how you're going to teach people to love it and get the best out of it, for anybody to make amazing things with it. That's the challenge that I love, because then it has to be usable and accessible. But look at how cool just that little bit of shading on that makes it straight away. It's just so much better. Now the hairs, let's colour these little roses in, because that's an easy one. So we'll use the gorgeous pink here, this fabulous duet in the pink. And we'll pop a little bit maybe of the blue. Let's pop a little bit of this blue, a little bit of shading like that, even though that's a shimmer one. And we're going to use some of the green for sure. Look at how much ink is in that. I squidged it a bit too much. I was a bit too enthusiastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to I'm not going to get too fancy here, so you don't have to, right? I'm putting a wash over the whole thing with a watered down version of that pink. So with roses and things, you can look at them and think, whoa, they're complicated. I've got to paint every petal, one at a time. Nah, life's too short. So we're just going to pop a wash over them, and that'll work very nicely. But what we will do is we'll go over and make the centre a little bit darker, because that's where there's going to be a little bit less light, and then just drag around some of the petals like this, so that even though I'm being random, it looks like you've started to shade some of them. Can you see how that is looking a bit more like it's got some, because what you want to do is give the illusion of depth at the base of the petals, and that's what makes it look more 3D and less flat. But that's enough, that we don't need anything more than that. If you want to give it a bit more shading, you could put a little bit of this blue, and that'll give it a more of a darker kind of tone in it, but not too much, or you'll end up with purple, but that's pretty too. So then we'll do the same again, same formula, lots of water, so we get a very pale version, then a little bit more of the less water, more paint, as we go in the centre of the rose, and also just where that petal's overlapping that one, there'll be less water showing through, light showing through. And then we can use a little bit of the blue, again around just under there where there'll be a little bit of a shadow.
We're getting a free Sheena masterclass this afternoon, aren't we?
Well, you know what? It's all these little tips, Dave, that just make all the difference, you know, to like making it look really cool. You know, they look good, but it can look really good with just a little couple of things. And then we pop that there like that. I'm pleased there's people tuning in at Christmas. Thank you.
Absolutely, yeah.
I hope you.
We've got a load of viewers coming through, loads of you putting them in your basket. Congratulations, all of you that have checked out. Jeanette, Patricia, Gemma, yet to check the baskets out. Irene, Helen, Fiona, Arlene and Linda, all loving the fact that we've got Bella Luna, lowest price ever. And we've had lots of messages from people saying that you sat on your hands when you first saw it, couldn't afford it at that time, but now it's back between Christmas and New Year. Maybe you got a Hobby Maker gift card for Christmas, or you got given some money and you want to put it towards this. Treat yourself while it's at this lowest ever price and while it's still available. I don't know if we've got it scheduled again after today, to be honest.
I'm not back with it. That on my schedule that I know of, that was not in the schedule yet, so I don't know whether it will be, but as of now, I'm not scheduled back with it. So
that's a big box being delivered to your door for £3.95p.
It is huge. Honestly, it is huge. And everything, as I say, the beauty of it is you don't have to worry about things matching or not matching. Everything matches. Even if you mix all these colours together, they're all going to match and tie in nicely because they've all been chosen to do that. So you've got this really pretty, delicate paint in there that you can then, we can come back to this and see how we're getting on. If we want that moon just kind of focusing in there,
beautiful.
And then we can have that pretty little overlay like that, and then we can colour in those little hairs which are here. And so you can do them either darker or lighter. You can see how different they look with a lighter or more impactful. Let's do the darker ones. So if you're going to mix a brownie colour, you usually want a pink and a green. All right, so if we mix this pink and this green together, we'll get a brownie-ish colour. So, I should mention as well, I haven't even said that, what you would do is you're going to get your, you would have your stamp, because everything comes as stamp and die form. So you're going to stamp out your image like this, and then the die literally sits over the top, and then you're going to pop it through your, so in the pack, you've got your stamp like this, then you've got your die, so you'd do that, and then pop that over, tape it down, pop it through your machine, boom, and that's what you get on the other side, your little thing.
I love the fact it's got a white border around the edge of the stamped image as well.
Yes, it just makes it pop, doesn't it? Yeah, absolutely. So, and if you try to cut that white border, you never get it super straight. So can you see how we've got that brownie colour there already, just by mixing those? And if it looks like it needs a little bit more warmer tone, you can pop a little bit of the reddy colour in there. So what I'm going to do is just pop that little bit there, like this, just where it's a bit darker at the base of this hair, and then use a little bit of water towards the top, so it looks like there's a little highlight on this little guy, just like that, so the moonlight is catching. It's amazing how you've got all those colours. You would never think, would you, with those there, that you've got a really cool brown for even the hair, and then maybe a little pink in the side.
And Sheena's made sure that you've got the right colour combinations of the ink pads to do that technique and to get that result. So without Sheena's knowledge, would you have realised? I wouldn't have realised to get those colours to make that kind of fawny colour.
And that's the beauty of being able to come to Hobby Maker and show you.
Yeah.
Because, and also, again, I'm mentioning again, the inkettes. So when the show's over, join the inkettes. We let you in, it's free to join. It's just that's where we hold all of the samples. So, you know, there's nowhere else to store them that everybody can get hold of them. But there, we've got in the files, in the photos section, all of the cards from all of the ranges we brought to you are there, so that next year when you look at them again and you think, oh, I'm going to play with Bella Luna.
40% of the stock now, Sheena, has gone on this. Sheena is with you through until 4 o'clock. We do have a different show, though, coming up between 3 and 4. We might go back to Bella Luna just to remind you of it if the stock's going very, very quickly. But nearly half stock, 40% stock gone in about 15 minutes. While you're just finishing off the hairs for a second, I just want to quickly get something in that I know is kind of totally off-piste compared to what we're talking about here at the moment. But just so that you know, we had a massive, massive reaction when we brought you 12 by 12 acetate from Crafter's Companion. So much so that we sold out of it again and again and again. Now, I know Christmas has been and gone, but you know what? It's going to be back. And if you're like most people that I know, you start kind of shopping for Christmas and doing Christmassy things in June, July time. That's when the new collections come out. We've got for you a deal on this acetate. Now, this is the festive and gold, silver and gold 12 by 12 acetate. There's 12 sheets of this. Now, you can make these into boxes. You can trim them down. Now, they should be £19.99 for all 12 sheets. When I first saw this, to see 12 by 12 acetate Sheena itself is pretty rare, isn't it? It's normally
yeah, absolutely.
So you've got 12 by 12 sheets of acetate, which you can score, you can make into boxes, make into lids, whatever you want to do with them. And they are £19.99. Today, and this is why I'm so anxious to get it into the show, because we're running out of time a little bit. Look. You get all 12 for £7.99. Wow. Unbelievable. That's a £12, £13 saving off what it was. And okay, Christmas has gone for this year, but you know what? Get it and keep it to start using and making with maybe mid next year. At that price, you know, go for a few. Maybe you bought it before and you've used them all up and you're thinking, oh, I wonder if they've got any more of that. And you paid £19.99 when they first came out. £7.99. Jean's gone for 2. I'm not surprised, Jean, because you'll get 24 sheets of 12 by 12 acetate in gold and silver for less than what you should be paying. Now, if you bought 2, you'd be paying less than what you should be paying for 1 pack, and you'll get 24 sheets, because that'll be, what, £15.98 for 2 packs, which is what Jean's done. Hello, Yvonne. Hello, Linda in Devon. Hello, Anne in Somerset. It's 66p for top quality. It's construction weight acetate as well. This is not lightweight. This is 380 micron acetate, but one of the bargains of the show, definitely. Over 10% of the stock of this is gone, and I have got another version of the 12 by 12 to come up in the next show between 3 and 4 as well. There's a different design to this. Okay, it is on the website if you want to shop ahead, and it's going to the same price. I just had to get that in, Sheena, because that was a deal that I didn't want to miss out.
Oh no, absolutely. Well, this is what these shows are amazing for, isn't it? I mean, it wouldn't be right. I couldn't live with myself, Dave, if you hadn't, because if I was watching, I'd want to know for sure. But can you see how that there has just come together so quickly? And then we've got the cards just about done. You can add a little bit of bling on here. We haven't even mentioned this. So the idea is, you know, it's texture paste, don't you? So you know you're going to pop that through your stencils that you've got on the show for distant trees and things. But because it's clear, it is the best glitter accent. So if I use glitter and a bit of glue, it's everywhere, it's all over the house. This is a really frugal way of using it because it's jam-packed with the glitter that you only need a tiniest little amount. Now, this has not been stuck, so but you can see how much bling is on that already. And that was just the quickest little demonstration trying to show you everything else. And there's still more that we haven't even looked at in that kit.
Well, let me remind you of what you're going to get. Remember, the second hour at 3 is a different theme show. We might just refer back to this and let you know with the updates and that sort of thing. But wow, what a reception we've had for this. When Bella Luna came out first in America, because it is available over in the States as well with Crafter's Companion, they go on a channel called HSN, which is, I think it's the second biggest shopping network in America. This sold out before it even went to air. That's how quickly everybody wanted it. The buzz around the crafting world when Bella Luna was issued and was coming out was massive. Everyone was waiting for Bella Luna, the launch. It came out and it flew. The most popular collection of 2023 for Sheena. You've got the paper side of it, where you've got your 12x12, your 6x6 paper pads with all those wonderful scenes that you saw Sheena embellish and add to make the scenes even more unique. You've got the vellum the vellum pad in there as well. So you've got 24 sheets of the 8x8 vellum. You've got all the stamps and dies that coordinate together. You've got your ink pads. You've got your amazing sprays, your shimmer sprays. You've got the glitter paste that we were just talking about, embossing folders, stencils. You've got your white gouache and your opaque white marker as well. The whole bundle should be $179.87 or something like that. It's $129.99 today. It's the lowest price it has ever been, and we've got it on 4-way split pay as well, which means good news. You only have to pay $32.49 today. If, like many of you who've messaged in, you missed it last time or couldn't afford it last time and you want to go for it today, as it's at the lowest ever price, treat yourself maybe with some Christmas money or possibly a Hobby Maker gift card if you got gifted that or emailed that on Christmas Day. Loads of you with it in your baskets. Check out, and it's not yours, remember, until it is checked out. But don't forget that 12x12 luxury acetate is flying as well at $7.99 for 12 sheets. 60 odd pence a sheet for 12x12. 380 micron acetate is incredible. But that's only the first part of Sheena's special with us this afternoon. We're talking butterflies and a few more other great savings as the kind of no man's land between Christmas and New Year continues with amazing sales here at Hobby Maker. So back after a short break.
What I love about Sizzix products is that they've got a product to cover everything. It's not just about card making. We've got a wide range of mixed media products. We've got dies, we've got stamps, we've even got stencils. So whatever type of crafting you like to do, Sizzix has got something for you.
What I love about Sizzix products, I've been working with the company for over 20 years and it still keeps me enthused. And that's the best thing I can say about Sizzix.
So excited. Hobby Maker looks like such a fun studio, loads of really nice people, and we're just really excited to get started.
Merry Christmas from me, Sharon.
Merry Christmas from me, Pete.
Merry Christmas from me, Jess. And we'll see you in 2024 on Hobby Maker.
The thermal cinch makes it so easy to bind a book. We obviously are known for book binding tools. We have the regular cinch, the mini cinch. We have all of these different book binding tools. This one, I would say, by far the easiest to use. You turn on the machine, it heats up, put your binding on, stick it in there, and in a matter of minutes, you have your bound book, and it's amazing.
Lovely Zena here, and I just wanted to take this opportunity to wish you and your friends and family a wonderful Christmas. I hope it is extra special with all the trimmings that you could wish for, and I'd also like to say I hope you have a wonderful new year. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your messages all year long. Thank you for your support and being part of our family. It means the absolute world to us. Merry Christmas.
Our UK-based call centre is always on hand to assist you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Hi there everybody, it's Nigel from Ho 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 Hobby Maker. How are you doing? I just want to wish you all the best Christmas and New Year possible. Hopefully it's full of all of the ingredients that you need to make it as fabulous as ever. Ooh, what would they be? You need the right food, you need the right drink, hashtag drink responsibly, and you need the right company. So I hope that you spend it with friends and family and people that you really love. Have the best Christmas, the best New Year, and don't forget, if you want to join us and we're an extra person to the party, I might be here at work, so if you want to get the telly on and we can join the party as well, that would be great. So happy Christmas, happy New Year from everybody at Hobby Maker, including me. Bye. Hello there everybody, make sure you join us on December the 31st because here on Hobby Maker we are rounding off the year with our New Year's Eve's Hobby Maker Awards, and it promises to be a sparkling day of deals galore. We've got awards for you for people that you see on air, and also some of the people that you don't see on air as well. Those people that have done something fabulous or maybe not so fabulous during 2023. Crafters Companion are going to be here and Hunky Dory as well. So it promises to be a glittering day. It's not just going to be glitter in the products. We're going to have glitter everywhere for the 2023 Hobby Maker New Year's Eve Awards. You know you have to be there.
Afternoon all, yes, welcome back. It is kind of our Boxing Day sale part 2, because we had our Boxing Day sale yesterday afternoon on the proper Boxing Day, and it's continuing with amazing deals, amazing offers from the Crafty, which is a bit later on at 4 o'clock with lovely Hells, and also Sheena here for part 2 of a 2-hour show that we've got this afternoon. Lots of you checked out Bella Luna in the break, by the way, so congratulations, that's confirmed your order. It's still available if you want it at the lowest ever price with split pay, 4-way split pay as well. We're going to start this collection though, or this show, with another incredible collection that Sheena did in 2023. This is the bold butterflies. Now, butterflies have got to be one of, if not the most popular themes in card making.
Butterflies and flowers, if you sell cards, then they're a winner chicken dinner. Butterflies and flowers.
Yes.
Absolutely. And these are bold because they're big. But when you want to show you how you can, your options on how you can cut them out, that's what makes them a bit more special and gives you more input creatively on how you want to use them. That's
brilliant.
The thing.
Now, what we've got here for you today is a brilliant deal. It is dies and stamps, all types of different butterflies. And of course, when it comes to colouring butterflies, there's no rules. There's absolutely no rules whatsoever. You're even getting the stamping platform, your stamping card, and you're getting your stamping cleaner solution as well. But it's not just stamps that you've got in the packets. You've got dies and stamps that match. They are amazing. You get 4 bundles of stamps and dies, and everything else you can see there. And it is $69.99 for everything. Wow. A special deal today is that we can give it to you on 3-way split pay. So the stamping platform is brilliant. It means that it takes out all that kind of guesswork and using acrylic blocks and that sort of thing. You don't have any worry when you've got the stamping platform there. The stamping card as well is included too, so you're going to get that perfect for doing your stamping on. Also, you're going to get your dies and stamps. And remember, each one, if I just show you here quickly, if I just turn one around for you, look, you can see there are the dies at the top, there are the stamps at the bottom, and you've got dies for each of the different stamp images there as well. So each pack has got its own unique butterfly that you can colour in however you wish. And then to keep your stamps nice and clean, you get the stamp cleaning solution as well.
Yeah, because if you've got that stamp cleaning station, the thing that's consumable is the cleaner. So you're going to want to replenish that. So that's going to come in there, so you can replenish.
You can. So on split pay, you only have to pay $23.33. I know it's crazy, isn't it? $23.33 today. It's never ever been on a 3-way split pay before. But also, when you've got these beautiful butterflies in different shapes and sizes, why not make them into wonderful mobiles? Hang them in windows where there's a bit of a breeze coming from a window or something like that.
Yeah, lovely, fabulous for mobiles and things. And get the kids involved because you're going to be thinking of summer shortly, aren't you? We're done with Christmas, and now we're thinking of the nicer weather and things. And again, if you sell your cards, it's a full angel policy, so just go for it, as long as the hand created. Shall I show you the concepts about with it, and then show you some samples? So the idea is you've got your 4 different butterflies, very different shapes. You've got your monarch butterfly there, and you can see the shape of this one here. You've got your peacock butterfly, much more rounded wings, but these are big again. You've got your swallowtail, very different again, and then the last one, which is the one I'm going to show you how the concept works, is your red admiral. So if I show you what you would do, so in the pack you will have your stamp, and these are photopolymer, so they're the top quality material. There's no compromise. This is the Rolls Royce, the creme de la creme of your stamping fabric that you want. So that's what I've done. So I've stamped this out using some nice black opaque ink. Now the next thing, your next choice, oh, and by the way, there's all these other butterflies here, which I'm going to show you some cards that I've used to create some other cards with that. So bear that in mind.
Could you also stamp onto acetate if you wanted to?
Yes, acetate looks stunning. And if you use, and here's another little tip, you know the glossy the highlights, the glossy highlights that you get? If you use something like your aqua pens, mix it, scribble on the surface, get your glossy highlights, stamp on your acetate and paint on the opposite side with the mixture of the ink from the pen and the glossy highlight, you'll have like a what's it called? A window, your stained glass window.
Like a stained glass window.
Yeah, totally went up my head then. A thing. You'll have a thing, a stained glass window effect. So, but look, actually I'm going to show you these now. If you like quick, simple, clean cards, which I love. I had fun doing these.
That's right up my street.
Oh, I love, isn't that just elegant? It's class, isn't it?
I love simple and elegant. Yeah.
You know, sometimes what you don't do, that makes it just amazing. I love these. And all I did with that, if we don't get time to do it, I will tell you, I stamped with one of the shimmer sprays. So indeed, because they're already out here, let's talk about Bella Luna again, because they're at the hand. So if you've got that in your basket, just know that this is, so I stamped the small butterfly with the shimmer. And then while it was still wet, add lots of water and add a little bit more paint, watered down, so splodge it out, add some water, and then hold your card up so it runs. And then just the plain, no colour on there, I think that looks stunning. And this one, you can see, so if you're gifting notelets for birthdays, for Christmas coming next year, these are so quick but so cool to do. So don't think those little butterflies aren't amazing in their own right. But back to this guy here, this big showstopper. So what you've got, they're the dies, by the way, that you would stamp out and then cut out in their entirety. As you can see, clues are there. Right, but this one, it's in 2 halves. That's because there's a plan. So if you, for example, want to just cut this, now there's a slight mark on here, okay? So if I wanted to pop that over there, just tape that down, cut that out, then fold down that crease. Look what I can do. How cool is that?
That is cool.
Isn't that a cool card?
Do all the other big butterflies have 2 dies to them? So you can do that again?
You can do it again. So if you want to say, well, we've done that side, let's do this side. We're going to cut that side now. Then you're going to get a card that looks more like this.
Right.
Yeah. You can just basically, you've got an option like that. And then the third option, you're going to pop them both on there together, put a bit of tape on, bish, bash, bosh, through your machine. You've got your full bling butterfly card.
So it still stays attached in the middle, does
and it stays attached in the middle.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's a gap, there's a whole thing there that it just meets up, and you've got the body there. Everything will come out just exactly as you do that. You might get a little tiny little nick there with the base, when maybe the die hasn't lined up, but it's just a snip with your scissors. It's not even like any cutting if you haven't just married them together completely. But again, that's that same technique with your shimmer underneath, stamp it with a shimmer, little bit of wash over that, and then you've got that really classy, cool looking card there. So that's giving you the concept. Shall I show you some more samples that you can make with these? I'll pop this to one side, and then we will take you through, because we have a plethora a kaleidoscope.
We do.
We have a kaleidoscope of butterflies.
By the way, the cards that you get with the collection is watercolour cards, so great for stamping on and then using with your watercolour pens or your paints or whatever. We've got the shimmer paints in the show. They're on the website for you to have a little look at. And I think we've also got the Spectrum Aqua pens as well available. All at sale prices. Check the web for everything there. It's all there at the moment at hobbymaker.co.uk.
Fantastic. And look how cool that is. I love this card. I'm going to, it's basically, it's going to fall flat, but look at how cool. Look at the gorgeous colours there. Everything's coordinated. Isn't that stunning? By just lifting isn't that lovely? Yeah. Well, we're going to have a play with that.
Okay.
Because again, just saying Bella Luna spray is still out there, so I think it would be rude not to. Would it not, Dave?
Now, the Bella Luna collection from the first show at 2 o'clock, half the stock of that is now confirmed and checked out, so it's going very fast. If you missed it, you can still order it, and it's on the website for you to have a little look at now. But this is the collection we're going to focus on for at least the first part of this particular hour. All about the butterflies, the dies, the stamping platform, stamp cleaning solution, and your watercolour card. All for that price of $69.99 for the whole lot, and first time ever on 3 split pays.
Fantastic. Yeah, I'm so pleased. Thanks for everybody for joining and sharing your Christmas with us.
We've got a big audience this afternoon.
Sorry?
We've got a big audience this afternoon.
Yes, fantastic. I hope you've all got mince pies, bit of Christmas pudding, maybe a little tipple of whatever it is.
Why not?
Why not? Because that'll be me when I get home tonight.
The storm's coming in, so stay indoors, keep us. Yes. We'll keep you company. It's not going to be nice out.
Bit of crafting. You know what we got for Christmas, Dave?
You what?
Crafting products, me and Maria. Yeah, crafting.
Why not?
We've got more crafting stuff, as you do.
You're in your element.
Yeah. We've got the, back in the day, I used to do some the silver clay jewellery, so we've got all that lined up. So yeah, we're there with you. We know how you feel. Yeah. So, but look, I mean, the thing is I wish I could have got some kind of bargains we can get today with that, but we can't. But I'm not bitter. Moving on. But you can see how cool the colours are in the background there. Look at how, and this again, can you see how that glazes over there? That's that very glossy highlights that I was just talking about. Yeah. See, over the wings? And again, the colour scheme. But look, again, DL cards, they work on different size, different format. Parchment, look at how beautiful that is. Lisa is our inkoid parchmenteer. That's a new one, I just made it up. Yeah. Like the Rocketeer, she's a parchmenteer. And absolutely stunning.
I mean, honestly, butterflies, when it comes to card making, are one of the most popular themes for people to buy. So if you're buying this collection, you know that your cards are going to be really, really sought after and desirable. Helen in Cumbria said, I bought these when they launched and I love them. Thank you for that, Helen. Thank you for that vote of confidence. Absolutely. And they're back today and it's on 3-way split pay. So if you want to spread the cost over 3 payments over 2 months, one today, one in a month, final one in 2 months' time. Sharon in Dorset's in, Mandy in Staffordshire's in, Suzanne in Hertfordshire. Who doesn't love a butterfly? And make them into ornaments, put them into frames, not just make them into cards.
Absolutely. Right, so let me pop these back in there and then I'll show you how we did that little quick butterfly card.
Yeah, could you? Was that all right?
Let me find out. I do have some cut, so let me see. So here's the thing. Here's what I would do, right? I would stamp all your butterflies on a piece of card, right? Just stamp all of them, because if you're going to get the collection, every set has got its own little butterflies in like this, yeah? Mm-hmm. Stamp them all out, fit as many as you can on a piece of card, then put all your dies over and put them through your machine. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yep.
And then the next thing we'll do is we'll just take one of these, and now here's the fun bit. I've got to try and find where that little guy is in the set. Yeah, this is maybe some time. That's the show gone. It was going so well until that point. Well, hang on. I like a challenge. Not that one.
Do you sometimes keep them all in the original packaging, or do you take them out and put them on magnetic sheets?
Oh, magnetic sheets, yeah, definitely be the way to go. Right. Yeah, for sure. But for speed, I would just stamp all the little guys out together.
Yeah.
And then you've got them all sorted. So right, so I found it. I have located it. So if you're going to do that cool technique there that we did on that little quick card, I'll just take that and my rocker block like this. Let me I think I've got some cards here. Well, yeah, okay. I'm there, bear with, any minute. Let's just say that, imagine that's a folded A6 card, yeah? And then we'll let's use some of this, the shimmer that we've already got out with the Bella Luna. And we'll ink that up like this. And so there's loads of gorgeous, I'm sure you've got some great die sentiments and things and stamps that you've already got that you can put along the edge of the card. And then we'll just wet this a lot because we want this to look like it's kind of running.
10% of the stock of this collection now has gone, Sheena, so everyone's loving it. Suzanne in Hertfordshire says, what would the world be without butterflies? And now we can make our own. Thank you, Suzanne. Yeah, happy Christmas to you and yours. Yeah, fantastic. Butterflies kind of lift the spirit as well, don't they? They lift your mood.
Yeah, it's great. You know, trying to come up with something that gives you easy, quick options, but then options that you can then play with and have fun with yourself, so you're not stuck with one look, is the fun of, you know, of designing, really.
So this is how you do the dribble technique?
This is how you do the dribble technique. So just keep adding it until you've got enough water there, and then if you just tap.
I love that. It's like a butterfly trail.
And then you're going to get that kind of running kind of look.
It does look amazing.
And then, so it's best if you try not to paint it in, but try and just encourage it a little bit with lots of water. You need more water than you think to get it to start moving, because these inks as well are fabulous, because once they dry, they're waterproof, so you don't lose the detail, but you do get that great running kind of technique there. And then what you would do is just dry that, Dave, which we'll do really quickly, and then pop your little butterfly over the top, and it's just such a cool, quick, if you like, clean, simple cards, that look. And then this little guy would sit over the top, but then we should colour in a big butterfly.
Okay, I've said it before, but it's true. If you ever see the simple cards in shops, like high-end department stores or card shops, like independent card shops or whatever, the simple ones are always the most expensive.
Absolutely.
Because they look the classiest, don't they, very often?
Yeah, it's like if you go to a posh restaurant, the less they give you, the more they charge you.
The more you pay for it, yeah. That's true.
And then you see that goes over the top, and then you get that really cool just shadow underneath. Obviously, let me just stick it down quickly. I wasn't going to. I'm locating. I've got that much out here. If you can see a tape runner, get a new one out. But it just gives you the idea of just how quickly you can put a great gift together as some notelets or just a quick anything cards with your wording down. And there you can see there's one I did earlier with the two. And then that one was just the ink splattered, watered down, and then put over the top like that. But yeah, there you go.
Brilliant.
Fab, easy. We should colour in a big butterfly now, eh?
Absolutely.
Alrighty then.
If you want to go for the butterflies, remember the butterfly dies and stamp sets, you're going to get 4 different butterflies. You get huge large ones, one large one in each of the bundles, and you get numerous little small ones as well. So you can create kind of pictures of perspective and depth and all that sort of thing. You're going to get, remember, the sheets of the watercolour card as well, included in there, which is great for stamping onto and then obviously colouring in with watercolours and pens and so on. You're also going to get your stamp cleaning solution, which is great to keep your stamps in good condition. They're top quality photopolymer, and you get the stamping platform as well. Don't think I said that. So you get the whole lot for $69.99. Many of you are actually telling us that you bought it last time round and you absolutely love it to bits. Who doesn't love butterflies to work on? There's no colour restrictions. You can have the most outrageously coloured butterfly, and that's absolutely fine. Or you can keep them quite simple if you want to. But again, they're always going to be popular. They're always going to prove popular if you do sell your cards or if you gift them to family and friends. What a collection this is. And we have it for the very first time on 3-way split pay. Now, I did promise you we do have the other pack of Winter Wonderland acetate in the show. What price can we go to? What price can we go to on this? Okay, it should be $19.99. We should be going down to this one to $9.99, but you know what? We went to $7.99 in the last show for the other ones. Now, this one is normally more money because it's got holographic and it's also got pearlescent foiling on it as well. £7.99 for 12 sheets. So many of you have found this already. This has got the holographic foiling on it and it's 12 by 12, 380 micron acetate. I mean, the Leaping Reindeers is my favourite one. Just look at that. It's beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous? This is going to sell out. Loads of you putting it into your basket. Remember, it should be $19.99. You will have, each sheet will have a protective coating on it as well, which you can remove. It's that protective coating that may make it look cloudy, but as soon as you remove that protective coating, it's completely crystal clear acetate. And if you want to make it into box lids or whatever, you can do that. But this, I know Christmas has been and gone and you're probably not thinking about buying things, or maybe you do think about buying things towards the end of December, beginning of January, where you get the best bargains. It's nearly £20 worth of 380 micron acetate, and it's yours for $7.99. We'll get these, I'm sure, again, or some very similar to it in the July and August shows and that sort of thing, and it would have been $19.99. This should have been $9.99, but we've actually taken it down to match the previous 12 we did in the first show. The previous 12 was purely foiled. This has got more designer foiling on it, and that you've got the holographic foiling too. But what about that for a bargain? £7.99. Multi-order. I know Karen's gone for 2 in Dorset, Amanda's gone for 2, Gemma in West Sussex has gone for 2, so's Francis, Linda. You're all coming through for it. So 2 of these will be $15.98, where you should be paying $19.99 for 1. Unbelievable value for money. FU 2061, FU 2061, and they all come in boxes. So if you are going to put this away to use next Christmas or in the run-up to next Christmas, you know, it doesn't matter. It's going to be in its cardboard box. It will be in pristine condition, and you get 12 sheets of 12 by 12. You can score it, you can cut it down, you can construct with it, you can make it into like Christmas lanterns with the battery-operated tea lights behind them if you want to as well. But if you went for the previous, have we still got any stock of the previous one? Okay, the previous one in hour 1 was this one. So this has got the plain silver and plain gold foiling, £7.99. Want to go for both of them? Here come the details if you want this one. So this is the luxury foiled acetate 12 by 12 festive gold and silver pack. So you've got the mistletoe and the holly, and you've got the kind of snowflake curtain there as well. 12 sheets of that for that price, SJ 2027. And if you want to go for the 12 of the super duper Winter Wonderland with the holographic foiling, that's gone down to $7.99 as well, just to match the price of the other one. It should have been $9.99 because it's a more expensive process to do. But what about that? What a bargain. Buy a couple, buy 3. If you buy 3, that'll be just under £24. You should be paying $19.99 for 1 pack. Someone's bought 4. Hillary's gone for 4, has she? Nice one, Hillary. You're going for 4 packs. I don't know what you're going to make them into. Everyone uses this for different reasons. But you know what? We normally get A4 foiled acetate, not 12 by 12. And when they first launched, they flew at $19.99. Now, something else that's in the show that I know Sheena is very passionate about. We've got this next item. We've got this the sketch pack.
Absolutely. Let me show you this. This is a wow, this thing here. Let me show you what's in it.
Oh, you're not kidding.
It's huge. And I know there are so many of you, since we introduced this at this ridiculous price, have not just bought one. They've bought multiples and gifted them for Christmas. Yeah. Now, I mean, the birthday's coming up, so, and there's also, if you've got Christmas money, let me take you through what you've got. It's, forget sketch, just think of anything pack, okay?
Sheena, can you see what we've just done to the price?
Wow.
$79.99,
yeah.
Down to $39.99. Another amazing Christmas week sale offer. Half price, and the quality of what's in this box is incredible.
You know what, Dave? It's $79.99. It's a phenomenal bargain.
I know.
I have bought everything that's in this separately and paid a lot more. So everything I've got that's in here, I can speak with knowledge because I've got it. You know, but I've paid, like I say, a lot more. Couple of things just to point out straight away. A regular mechanical pencil that most of you are aware of and have seen before, which is fabulous because it never needs sharpening. You carry the leads inside with you, spare leads, and they're always consistent and always the same width. But you also get this one here, which Ben and I were joking about. If Arnold Schwarzenegger had a pencil, that would be the one.
Yes.
Arnie would mess around with that one. But this one has got, look at the thickness of the lead in this pencil. Wow. Look at that. That's what we call either a clutch pencil or a lead holder in the arty world. And that's for sketching background things and putting a lot of graphite down. So, you know, if you want to do a big, you know, sketch, a monochrome graphite sketch, yeah, you wouldn't do it with this little guy here. You might map that out to start with, but you'd use that big one to get all that down. Now, to go with that, you've got paper stumps, which you're going to need for blending. You've got erasers, which you're going to want. Now, artists and arty people don't just like one eraser. We were like bit more. We like this one here that you know of most of the time, which is a precision eraser. It's a harder eraser, and it's good for getting into nooks and crannies, but it does like kind of, you get the little bits that rub away. Yeah. But this here, any sketch artist was going to have one of these, which is a kneaded eraser or a putty eraser, we call them. And it looks like the stuff you would put your Christmas cards up with, you know, on the wall, the repositionable tacky stuff. But you mould it to shape and you can get into all the little nooks and crannies, and you can actually just lighten your whole picture by just rolling it on your picture. And it doesn't leave any marks behind. So you've got the erasers. You've also got a pencil sharpener, a really good metal pencil sharpener. And that's for, I should mention, refill leads. So all of these in here, this is full. Look at the thickness of all those there. So you're not going to have to buy refills for a lot of years to come. But if you do, the standard width, it tells you the width. You go online and you type it into, you know, where a lot of us get a lot of the stuff, and you just get, and you put in there 5.6 millimetre, and you just buy whatever you want.
Do you know what? I've noticed more often than not here at Hobby Maker, we've got a lot of people now that follow the likes of yourself, also follow the likes of Carla with her Faber-Castell shows, and the likes of Sandra Rushton.
Sandra, this is just
I mean, if you're into any of those
Santangles.
things, this is heaven.
Oh, Sandra will be right behind this for sure, because everything in here is what you need. Well, let me just take you through. I'm not even going to get that out. It's there in that tight. You've seen the pen. It's such a good pen. That white pen is in that set as well. So that's fabulous. You've got a water brush pen here, which is a really nice size. If you're only going to carry one, that's the size I want. Look at the point on it. But it also is wide enough to do a wash. So that's the one to carry around with you. Okay. One brush does it all. So you put your water in that, and what's that for? I hear you ask. Right, so let me talk about these three pencils here. They're regular wax-based pencils. So that's what you're going to use with just your pencil sharpener, and you're going to colour in with. However, these two here, these are water-soluble graphite, and if you haven't used this before, these are fabulous. You've got, and you don't need loads and loads of shades, because all you do is you add more of the pencil and or more water to get different shades of grey. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You've got a 2B and a 6B, and what you do is you scribble with them, and then you use your water brush to dilute it, and it looks like you've spent ages with a graphite pencil, blending it with your paper stumps, and you've just put a bit of water on it, and it looks exactly the same. It's really cool.
I'll be honest, I've not seen this until today.
Oh, it's Dave.
I'm
you want it, don't you?
I want it.
You want it.
I want it.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, right, I definitely need one. Who else am I going to buy one for? Who do I need to tell about it? I told my team straight away. All my team bought them straight away.
I'll be honest with you, I want one at $79.99.
Yeah.
But at $39.99, that's unbelievable value.
Honestly, Dave, look, you get, as well as that, you only get the finest in the range of illustrators. My favourite, which is the brush nib, not the chisel, the brush nib. And you get 2 cool greys, 2 warm greys, and a black. That's so that you can get all your shading. So if you do a little bit of watercolour wash, a little bit of sketch, if you go on before you put the wash over with the greys, and then wash over, looks like you've done lots of shading and you just put a wash over it.
So you can mix your mediums with pencil and pen.
Mix medium.
Wow.
But this here, this I would buy this any day of the week for these guys. So you've got your outliners that you may be aware of, from the very, very finest, super, super fine, 0.05, that's like hair width, right?
Yep.
And you've got 3 of them, I think 0.3, 0.5. Then it gets fancy, gets a bit tricksy, because you get a chisel nib. What? A chisel nib art liner.
Oh, cool.
So if you like italic writing and things, you can do all of that.
Perfect.
You don't get that anywhere else, right? And then it gets, well, I think better again, a fabulous brush. So a lot of things like manga style illustration, or brush lettering, and you can't get that with a pen. I collect fountain pens and vintage fountain pens, flexible gold nibs, and you pay a fortune because you want a degree of flex. If you draw digitally, you get that, but with the real world, with pens and things, you can't get it, but you can with this. So, any artist who draws or illustrates, this gets them all kinds of excited. Trust me.
This is a complete studio of equipment of pens. And pencils of the finest quality, all in one box with a 50% reduction.
Yeah.
Suzanne has messaged in about this, and
Yeah.
Suzanne says in Hertfordshire, I bought this when it first came out. Now I'm a proper Leonardo da Vinci. I feel like a true professional artist. Laugh out loud. Thank you, Suzanne. I'm not at all surprised. I can't believe that this has passed me by. Because when you take that top layer off, there's even more underneath.
Oh, you get this amazing carrying case. I'm going to show you mine that's all set up, so you'll see how it all looks in a minute, put together. But that's the case, and the case is really funky. It's really nicely made. It doesn't show you up.
No.
You're going to be proud to carry this, and so will a young in school. Can you imagine someone in college, art college, or any school, high school, with that? Give them a good chance to learn. I'm going to show you how that works in a minute. But then you get these two fabulous books. Now, I brought my sketchbooks in when I launched this with you, and I showed you the price I've paid. I've got an A4 sketchbook that has nothing in it. And the reason it's got nothing in it, I'm scared to use it because I paid £36 for it.
I can believe it.
It's cotton watercolour paper, fair enough. But a book like this would be at least £20.
Yes, I agree.
At least.
Yeah.
So you're talking half of what you've paid already. If you buy
the sketchbook I've got
books,
at home is £20.
Absolutely, absolutely. You've got an instruction book in here, which if you forget everything I've said, you've got all these tips on how to draw and things, but you've also got explanations on what the different pens do.
This is amazing.
But then you get, there's more, and you've got this mixed media pad. So that book, the other book I showed you was for your dry media. This is for your mixed media. Let me show you mine because you'll see it come to life. This is how you're going to get it, and it's going to be like, whoa, if you gift that to somebody, they're going to love you for a long time.
This is a want.
And they're going to think you're generous beyond, like, you know, compare.
Okay.
But let me show you.
Now, the more and more of you that are seeing this, realising, I mean, I'd not seen this at all. I've done quite a few shows over the recent few months, but this has passed me by on all the shows that I've done. I didn't realise it was a thing, and I certainly didn't realise everything that came in the box. And at a 50% reduction. It sells at $79.99 any day of the week, and great value at that. But to get the whole thing for $39, and it's everything you need, all the pencils you need.
You need this, you need to order this ASAP because let me show you what I've done with it. Look, everything fits in here. So that everything's got its place. It's all organised. Everything fits exact. There's a space for everything. Even down here, this is where you've got your eraser, you've got your watercolour brush, you've got your everything, all the bits that you need to carry with you go in there. So everything's got its place, which is important. Then in here, who would have thought you would have got those two big sketchbooks in here as well? So you don't have to take one and leave one home.
I can see what Suzanne means. She feels like a real Leonardo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. So if you look in this book, I wanted to put this paper through its paces, all right? So I thought, what can we do with it? So if you're not into freehand drawing, how could you make it look cool? How can you build on the skill? Or how can you make it look like you're freehand drawing? Use one of my stamps, stamp it out in a super pale ink. Right, very pale ink. Then go over the top with pencil and put your own marks. Make that look individual. You shade it. You start to learn about a little bit more pencil line. Oh, under the bridge, I'll use a bit more because there's less light in there. I can do a bit of shading. Underneath where the reflection of the trees are, I'll put some clouds in the sky. Wasn't there? I'm going to put some in. And have a play like that.
Has someone, whether it's Sheena, whether it's Carla, whether it's lovely Sandra Rushton, has someone on our channel inspired you to have a go? Because I've heard from so many people that have said, I've never thought of myself as an artist, but you know what, now I feel I can do it. Now I want to have a go, I want to go to workshops, listen how to do and learn how to do Santangle, anything like that. This is, if 2024 is going to be the year that you pick up a pencil or a pen and try something,
don't miss this bargain.
That's got my name all over it.
This is ridiculous. Honestly, from someone who knows, you know, I don't know everything. Don't ask me about, you know, paper cutting or whatever. I don't know. I'm not your woman. But this is, I am, because I buy it in my spare time. I've spent a lot of money on this stuff. This paper, draw the line.
I know for a fact.
It's got to be good paper.
Absolutely. Your draw the line techniques are amazing. So many people try that now. Rosie, I think, is the reason I've not seen this. She's done all the shows with this.
Yes.
And she's actually bought one herself as well.
Yes,
she was an art teacher.
Oh, I can't believe it. You flew under the radar with that.
I know.
I should have told you.
I
Sorry.
can't believe it.
What am I like? You can have a word later.
Oh, absolutely.
Will do.
Yeah.
So what I've done here, Dave, is I've used one of my rose images, my stamp, but used the graphite just to show you how you can then, I've made it into so that it's like a gothic kind of bleeding rose or dripping. So that's a stamp that I've already done for you, but I've changed the outline by using the pencil to add the drips. Let me just show you just really quickly. So then you can just make it, you know, customize it, change it. And then when you get more kind of like confidence with it, you can just add or, you know, delete as you go on. See, you can just.
When I first saw the box, I thought, very impressive, I want this. And then as bit by bit, layer by layer, Sheena, you showed us the different sketchbooks that are included, the fantastic wallet to get everything organised, everything has its place. Whether you're a part-time artist, whether you go to the riverbank when the weather's nice and sit there and sketch a river scene or whatever, or maybe you just do it and doodle and Santangle and that sort of thing. Whatever your art is, this should not pass you by at 50% reduction.
Not at all, because look at what I've done here. You can do this, right? So I don't even measure. I'm allergic to measuring. So I cut a piece of paper, made it an inch square, right? Just a me guillotine. So then I used that piece of paper to draw lines, and then I turned it on its side and drew lines again. Right. That's how much I hate measuring.
Fair enough.
And I got my grid, and I used just a regular stencil to type this. All these are done with the white pen. That's how opaque that white pen is. This is a stencil that I used pencil to draw through and then joined it up with the pens. That's a stencil that I used to join up again with the pens. That's one of my stamps that I drew and just went over with the pencil and the pen. Then I thought I'd keep going and show you this Bella Luna. Bella Luna.
Bella Luna.
That's the circle, but because it was a circle, I could just extend it. And this is the tree stencil, so you're going to use your stencils by drawing the outside.
Another reason I've not seen this until today is because this isn't our set, this is yours. We didn't actually have a set here to show on TV, but Sheena had hers. Yeah. So I'd not until this moment seen that set, because that's your own set.
Yeah, it is,
in.
And you absolutely completely up your street, Dave.
Totally.
I know that you need that.
Just leave me one at the end of the show. Please leave me one at the end of the show. Deborah in Oxfordshire, Desiree, Jean in Lanarkshire, Crafter, Anne in Cumbria, Hazel, Dina, Lee, all coming through for this. Maybe it's something that you're planning to explore. You're going to try to do art in 2024. If you're thinking, I don't know what to go and get, I don't know what to buy, I don't know what type of pencil to buy, I don't know what type of pens to get hold of, everything is in there that you need, and you've even got your 2 different types of sketch pads as well. Organiser wallet in there. What a gift. If you've been given money or a gift card for Christmas with Hobby Maker, treat yourself to that. That is one professional portfolio of tools in there. Absolutely love it. And with Spectrum Wire brand, you cannot go wrong either. You really can't. $39.99, QR2056, but just leave one for me at the end of the show if you wouldn't mind. That would be good. Right, now we're going to go back to remind you about the big Bella Luna collection that we brought you at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Now, just to give you a bit of a backstory to this, this was one of Sheena's most successful and popular launches of 2023. It was to be launched on a network in America called HSN, Home Shopping Network, one of the biggest shopping TV channels out there. It sold out in America before it actually went on air. That's how popular it was there. And consequently, it's been just as popular over here in the UK as well. Now, it was on air earlier on in the year. Lots of you bought it. Lots of you loved it. Today, as a bit of a treat between that kind of Christmas and New Year thing, that kind of no man's land, we're giving you the best price it has ever been. Another £20 off what the price was. It was $149.99. It's now $129.99, and there are no plans to reschedule this. Sheena is not booked to do any more shows with this apart from today as it stands at the moment. And it's still on 4-way split pay. Now, if you look on our website, you'll see there are 3 smaller collections. Now, you can buy each of those if you're running out of, say, the paper collection, let's say. So, for example, the paper collection is the 12x12, the amazing vellum, the 6x6 paper pad, and the linen cardstock, and also the Nina cardstock. So that's the paper collection. If you want that on its own, it's coming up on the screen just there, $39.99, because obviously you use those papers up. That's a consumable. You will eventually run out of them. So that's available as a separate item, but if you buy the main collection, it comes in the main collection. We've also got our Essentials collection, which is down the bottom here, and that's all the stamps and dies, and whatever you have a stamp for, you can have a coordinating die as well. So they're on the bottom shelf mainly. So if you want that, I've got the Essentials here that I can flick through if you want me to. That's $69.99, but look, with split pay, we've got 4 split payments. So for $32.49, you're going to get everything. Okay, you have to pay 3 more split pays a month, 2 months and 3 months down the line. But doesn't it make sense when you're buying a collection that's been put together by Sheena, everything that you need to make fantastic art, Sheena's made sure is in there. Even down to the colours of the ink pads. Also down to the shimmer sprays, the gold and the iridescent. You've got your glitter paste in there as well. Everything's been hand selected by Sheena, so it all works together beautifully well. Now the other collection we've got is £50 for the embellishment collection. So that's going to have your shimmer sprays in it. It's going to have your texture paste in it. It's going to have your sprays and your palette knives in it. It's also going to have the glitter paste and the ink pads. Okay, and the highlight set with the Spectrum Noir opaque white pen and the gouache. So that's £50 if you just want that. But the good news is if you buy the bundle, that is all in there as well. It's got everything. So why go out there trying to think, okay, if I buy that pad and I buy that colour ink pad and I buy that pen and I buy, you know, you're trying to work out whether it's all going to go together. Sheena is the artist who's put it all together for you. So if you love the idea of having the small 6x6 scenes that Sheena showed you how to create amazing images, and also the 12x12 version of it as well. I mean, you've got there the most idyllic scene, but think of it like, as Sheena explained, and it's a great analogy, stabilizers on a bike. That is your starting point. You can add to it with the opaque pen, you can add to it with the gouache, you can add to it with the shimmer pastes, the glitter pastes as well. 60% of the Bella Luna collection, the new low price, first time ever, it's been $129.99 was today. You're going to get the whole lot and you only have to give us the first split pay of 4. And that is something that we do here at Hobby Maker ourselves. It's a business, okay? Gemporia is the overall company that looks after gems, gem collector, jewellery maker, Sewing Street and us Hobby Maker. And as a business, they say, just give us a quarter of it today and we'll ship it out to you straight away. You should get it in the next few days. And then automatically the card you use today will be debited in 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks with the final 3 payments. But you know what? You've got it at the best price and you bought it at the best time. I didn't know this was coming back in between Christmas and New Year.
It's brilliant, isn't it? I mean, really, it's the perfect timing, those guys who've got it today, because you've hung on, you've got the phenomenal price, but you're missing nothing. All of the collection's still there. Normally, that's what, if you hang on too long, you lose some bits.
Bits disappear.
But everything today, yeah.
Yeah, you're going to get the whole collection and you only have to pay the first split payment if you would like
And I'll tell you what else you've got on top of that. You've got all of the tutorials, all of the cards, all of the inspiration in the inkettes for you to look at, including Pamela Stewart, who has made me this stunning. I didn't ask her to do it, she just made it for me. One of my design team members made this phenomenal memory book here. And to add to it, not only that, she's done a 4-part real-time tutorial showing you exactly, with fabulous overhead and great explanation, great teacher, telling you how she made it so you can make yours when you get this yourself.
If you're wondering where the Sheena inkettes are, if you go on Facebook, hopefully you're on Facebook, search for Sheena's inkettes and join the forum, join the group, it's free to do it. That's where all the inspiration is for all of Sheena's products that she produces, and the inkettes, of course, use it and give each other ideas, basically.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, buy it today, buy it now, and then go on Facebook and have a little look. Sheena's inkettes.
Yeah, it's such a supportive place to be, and everything's free. All of the tutorials leading up to Christmas, the team have been doing. My team are phenomenal. And I have to say thank you guys again, because every day we've had a tutorial leading up to Christmas.
Wow.
For the whole 24 days, yeah. And so they're all there. They're there for you. Just go and learn. We want you to learn. Imagine this is a photo album as well. You could put your own photos in this. So not only for a little girl, it could be a gorgeous little memory keeper, but something that she's going to treasure.
Is it making you think once upon a time? Are you thinking fairies and maybe myth and magic? It lends itself to that, or lends itself to that really well as well. But of course, in the main collection, you've got the couple sat side by side on the side of the lake. You've got the 2 hares side by side. That could be a Valentine's card. You've got the little girl on the swing. So it can be very kind of people orientated, or it can be very myth and magic if you want it to be as well. It's just a beautiful arty collection that takes you to a different world, really, doesn't it? Takes you to a totally different world.
Absolutely, and that was the magic of moonlight. That was what it's all about, you know. And I think that, you know, the moon's for everyone. Wherever we are, we've got the moon. And so it's just kind of like a, you know, it's uniting, isn't it? We've all got reference for the moon, and I hope some happy memories and looking at and dreaming, even if you're just dreaming, looking at the moon.
And the dolphin leaping through the ring there. I mean, that ring could be a periscope or telescope that someone's looking through to a different world.
It could be, absolutely. This is very storybook. I wanted to show you this as well. So don't even think you've got to use all the elements. You know, when I said the little stamps were great in their own right?
Yeah.
Look at how cool that, again, a minimalist, clean kind of card there that you can work with. Smaller format, doesn't have to be the big showstopper ones. You can use a DL, a 5x7. These are the parchments. We didn't even get to show you. Look, you've got a phenomenal amount of parchments here, of vellums. These are all embossable. I have taken a ball tool and highlighted the moon, and you can actually get some embossing on there and get that highlighting with that.
And you get 24 sheets of that. They're all 8x8 and they're all loose leaf as well. They come in a cardboard wallet. You've got stencils too. I mean, let me just show you the stamp and die sets I've got here quickly. I've got some boards to show you. So from Bella Luna, you're going to get the half moon, and of course you've also got the vines there that you can twist around the moon as well if you want to. Everybody's favourite seems to be this one. I can see why. The beautiful full moon with the clouds kind of hovering behind it and in front of it. Then you can put over the half moon maybe that crescent of flowers. Sheena demonstrated that in the last show, actually, between 2 and 3. Really lovely. So wherever you've got a stamp, you've got a die to cut it out. There are the 2 hares. There's the leaping dolphin. There you've got the howling wolf. And then away from the animals, you then go to the character, the little girl on a swing. You've got the little loved up couple sat by the edge of the lake or under the tree. You've then got lots of verse and word stamps as well, but that wonderful scene with the trees and the single solitary boat. And then you've also got, remember, an embossing folder in there, amazing. And then all these stencils really can help to make your vista kind of come to life. Absolutely brilliant. So no wonder we are so busy for this. This has not been available as a big all-in-one collection for a little while. When did you launch it? Was it back in...
just a couple of months ago. It was June birthday week.
So
and
October,
it was,
September?
Yeah, October.
Okay.
Yeah.
And today we've brought it back as part of our Christmas into New Year sale period, where one of the most popular collections of the year from Sheena has come back at the lowest ever price, and we have it on 4 split pay. It's never been $129.99. It's been $149.99 and split pay, but today it's $129.99 with split pay, and it's our way of saying thank you for watching during the year. And it's the busiest it's ever been as well. More and more people are realising that this is just too good to miss out on. Maybe you got given £100, very nice, Christmas to, you know, spend on what you like on Hobby Maker. Maybe you got a £100 gift card from Hobby Maker. Put it towards this, why not? And show what you make with us. Make sure whenever you make anything, you take a picture of it and send it in, because on the last Saturday of every month, we give one person a £100 account credit just for sharing their makes, and we can show as many of them as we can on TV as well. Have we got enough time for one more quick demo?
Yes, absolutely.
Brilliant.
Sure. Well, we can continue with the one that I was talking about earlier with the backing papers. What I would say is get your backing papers and get your plain papers and just pick some cards out, but don't think it's just one-sided. If you want to have a quick card done in a quick hit and not do much to it, use the front side. If you want to have a bit more of a play and pop some maybe stamps on there, do a little few, maybe use your stencil. So look, if you want to use your stencil and maybe put a tree line, some different tree lines back there and bring them forward and stencil this one in the foreground. Can you see how that would work?
Yeah, I can.
Use the plainer side. So you've got all those options, Dave. Either I feel like doing a little bit more creative, or I want it to take life a little bit more simply and just add something to it. But what we did earlier was we started this one here, and then let me show you the next option would be to bring in your cutouts, your die cuts. So because I've already got some coloured and I won't have time to stick everything together, I think the best thing to do is just to bring them on the overhead and show you your options again.
Okay, great.
So if we look at, for example, this full moon here, which I think is just stunning, then you've got different centres. You could put the couple inside the full moon. We didn't even get to all of the combinations earlier because there was just, you were buying it so quickly and the time just got away from us, yeah? So you've got the couple there. Then you might want to put this pretty little rose garland. But what I would say is if you're decoupaging and putting layering up like this, you know, give it a little bit of shape and a bit of articulation, and then you can pop that on there. And what a lovely wedding anniversary card that would be, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
You might even, you know, I was looking, and just indulge me for a minute, but look, if you've got even your butterflies, right? These could be coloured in the dark colour, like little moths, couldn't they?
Yeah.
And see how those papers are going to work with other things.
Oh, that could be a lovely Valentine's Day card.
It would be a gorgeous Valentine's Day card. So you might not even have that in there. It could just be the scene and this like that, and then your little things flying across. Can you see how, just because it had it on the, and this is me just being the crafter, so just, you know, you got to go with me here, because I had two of my collections here that just when when two things meet, I think it can make something really pretty, don't you?
I know a lot of you have gone for the Bella Luna and also the fantastic Bold Butterflies collection as well, because they work together so well. How many collections do you do a year then?
Well, I usually do a collection a month, but some of them are larger, some of them are smaller. It might just be a stamp collection.
It's quite a lot of work, isn't it?
But yeah, I'm constantly thinking, oh, I've got some great stuff coming up this year. Just saying, Again, what I love is giving you that little bit of confidence to move a little bit more out of something that you maybe wouldn't have tried, like the sketch pack. And just saying, if you like watercolour and things, that might be coming up, just saying.
Okay.
All I can say now, or Leanne Chivers will be after me.
Well, everything in the show I thoroughly recommend. I've worked with Sheena for years, and everything she produces is amazing. But that sketch pad, that really has blown me away, because I didn't actually see it. We didn't have one here to show. It's Sheena's own. But I need that. I need that in my life. I need that at home. I need that in the car. Yeah, treat yourself to that, if nothing else, today. Now, the Winter Wonderland acetate, quickly. We have 8 left of these. I knew this would fly. We had hundreds, but we've got 8 left. $7.99 is actually lower than it should have gone. It should have been $9.99, because it's actually special foiling. You've got the satin foiling. You've got the holographic foiling. You've got the leaping reindeer in gold. Hang on, let me show them to you individually. Leaping reindeer in gold, leaping reindeer in silver. It's 12 by 12 and it's 380 micron. They were $19.99, and you get 12 sheets in a cardboard box. Unbelievable. The next few through will be lucky. It's 60 pence a sheet, and I don't know anywhere where you couldn't get that for less than maybe £1.50, £2 a sheet.
No, absolutely. And they're again quick cards for next year. Brilliant. Yeah. That and a little die cut greeting on it. You're done.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know Christmas is history now for another few months for lots of crafters, but grab it today, keep it in the box, keep it safe, and you'll save yourself. I mean, lots of you are going for 2s and 3s and 4s on that, because you could buy 3 virtually for the price of 1. Which is crazy, isn't it? XU2097, though, will get you your Bella Luna, which is the most popular collection from Sheena during 2023. And we've got it back. This is the entire thing. There's nothing missing in the collection. It's all there.
Everything's there, which is great, including all of the shimmer sprays. You've got the ink pads. You've got 6 fabulous coloured ink pads in there, which all mixed together, which we coloured in earlier to colour the little brown, the hairs that we did. Let me show you, if we get a chance, we'll come back to that and show you. So even you look at the ink pads, let me show you the colours and then show you what we've coloured in here. You think, that can't be right. How'd that happen? But they're the colours there that you're going to get. You're going to get 3 shimmer ink pads. So it's a great way of trying the ink pads out if you've never tried them before and you don't want to invest in the big ones yet. And you get 3 of the duets, so very shiny, very matte, but they all mix together. So if you look at that really pretty brown for the little hairs there, that was just this one and this one mixed together. That was it, the brown. Yeah,
perfect.
Green and red colour, and you get the brown. So you've got all of those things there. Then you can add the little elements like this. Oh, and if you like this glitter effect on top there, instead of using your glitter paste with your stencils, which you know you can with your palette knife and things, if you use it sparingly and just use it as a glitter glue, it's so jam-packed with glitter that you use hardly any. It's a really frugal way of making this go a long way. And I chose the clear so that you could use it on top of any colour. So you wouldn't just be stuck to one colour. We haven't even talked about the sprays yet. We've got a pearl spray here, which will give anything like a really pretty pearl sheen. or you've got the gold. Let me get one little quick demonstration. Let me try that one. So let me show you as well. You don't even have to spritz them on. You can actually just pop it like that. And
do you physically shake them up and down, or do you
just
roll them in?
Just give them a shake, yeah.
Right.
In fact, what I like to do as well is I like to lie them on their side. And what happened was, because I hadn't used these a little bit, the nozzle wasn't spraying well.
Right.
And you know what I did before the show, while I was watching Hells just over there, I got my thing and I did that.
Oh, okay.
And I give it a swish.
And it worked?
And you know what? And it freed it up. Yeah, it was great.
Okay.
Try it.
Another top tip?
Yeah, absolutely. Needs must, doesn't it? When you're waiting to do a live show, and you think, because that always does happen because it's a mica, it's a solid.
Yeah.
So, they do refillable bottles that you can use to clean, to transfer it into. But if that's all you need to do to fix it, I think that's not bad at all, don't you?
I
worked
agree.
for me.
I mean, I love the fact you've basically got the scenes, the kind of, as you called them, the stabilisers, to add to those scenes and decorate them however you wish, with your sprays, with your stamps as well. And of course, if you've got any other guys like little fairies and myth and magic, unicorns, stuff like that, they would all work with these as backdrops too. I think it's the scenery that people are really liking, and also the fact that you've got the characters in there. The hares side by side, the couple side by side, the girl on the swing. It's just beautiful. It's a real escapism. You really are kind of escaping to a different world with Bella Luna, the wonderful moon. So don't forget, you've got your vellum, you've got your 12x12s, you've got your 6x6 pad as well. The 6x6 and 12x12 are the same, just scaled down in size, identical artwork. 6 of those ink pads. You've got the texture paste with the glitter loaded in there, the opaque white pen, the gouache as well, the linen cardstock, the stencils, it's all there. And then down on the bottom here, a whole collection of dies and stamps that match, that just add to this incredible Bella Luna story. And I just think it is magical. It really is magical.
Thank you. And you know what? It has been, it's been my most successful collection this year, but it's also one of Crafters Companions' most successful collections as well. So I'm really pleased, and thank you for everybody who loved it before, and those guys who've got it today. Well done. Good shopping.
Very good shopping.
Very good shopping.
Now remember, you are going to get 24 sheets of vellum in the Bella Luna. We have, just to end this show, and there is another show coming up. We're on until 5 o'clock today, and lovely Hells is here with Crafty, which is digital downloads very, very soon that you're not going to want to miss. We do have lowest priced ever on the vellum pad that we haven't touched on until now. Vintage Rose. Now, obviously, this is a different colour palette to the vellum in Bella Luna, but if it appeals to you, if Bella Luna appeals to you, I think the Vintage Rose will probably appeal to you too.
Oh yes, that would be lovely. You could use that and mix and match, yeah.
I mean, the colour hues in the Bella Luna is more of your blues and darker colours. This is more of your pinks and yellows and daisies and that sort of thing. But this is, how many sheets is this? 24 sheets. And this is a bound pad, okay, but you can see the translucency, you can see my fingers behind it. Okay, this is going to go to the lowest price it has ever been. It's a standalone pad. It should be $9.99. Amazing value at $9.99. How about today? Happy Christmas. £6.99 for that vellum pad today. It's never been $6.99 before. It's never been lower than $9.99. It's 20 odd pence a sheet, it works out to. Beautiful, beautiful. So, yeah, you've got dragonflies on there. You've got all sorts of beautiful florals there as well. 24 sheets. If that's all you want today and you bought something already, remember, you don't pay any more P&P than the $3.99. Okay, $3.95 per day capped P&P. That's TI2048. But $6.99 gets you 24 sheets, and you've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 designs. So there's 6 designs. 4 of each? 4 of each. Yeah, 4 of each for 24 sheets. There we go. So, new lowest over price, £6.99. Sheena, you've been a star. Thank you ever so much.
Thank you. Yeah. been fantastic.
And don't forget the sketch pad. I need one of those. I'm not off air until 5 o'clock, so I'm hoping there'll be one left for me at the end of the show, end of the day. Whatever you do, though, put whatever you want in your basket and check out the lowest ever price on the Bella Luna. We've got the fantastic bold butterflies as well. It's all there, and we've got a few other gems that we had not actually had time to get to in the show. We've got the Spectrum Aqua pens available in 3 different colourways. We've got 12 by 12 paper pads. We've got the shimmer paints as well. The watercolour palette, the shimmer palettes from Crafter's Companion, and the brushes, they're all on the website. Have a little shop, have a little look, and bag some bargains this Christmas through to New Year with us at Hobbymaker, because there are some real gems there. Don't miss out on that 12 by 12 acetate, whatever you do, because that's, when I saw that at $7.99, I couldn't believe it, and I think they're going to sell out fairly soon. Sheena, safe journey home. Great to see you. Happy Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody, and see you in the new year.
We'll see you in the new year. Have a great new year. Still to come, we've got Hells here with the second Crafty Witches show. We've actually got mini kits here. How do you fancy brand new artwork that you can access, that you can use, never before been seen, and we're going to let you have complete collections for $9.99 if you want to buy the show, under a tenner. More will be revealed after a short break.
What I love about Sizzix products is that they've got a product to cover everything. It's not just about card making. We've got a wide range of mixed media products. We've got dies, we've got stamps, we've even got stencils. So whatever type of crafting you like to do, Sizzix has got something for you.
What I love about Sizzix products, I've been working with the company for over 20 years and it still keeps me enthused. And that's the best thing I can say about Sizzix.
So excited. Hobbymaker looks like such a fun studio, loads of really nice people, and we're just really excited to get started.
Merry Christmas from me, Sharon.
Merry Christmas from me, Pete.
Merry Christmas from me, Jess. And we'll see you in 2024 on Hobbymaker.
The thermal cinch makes it so easy to bind a book. We obviously are known for book binding tools. We have the regular cinch, the mini cinch. We have all of these different book binding tools. This one, I would say, by far the easiest to use. You turn on the machine, it heats up, put your binding on, stick it in there, and in a matter of minutes, you have your bound book, and it's amazing.
Lovely Zena here, and I just wanted to take this opportunity to wish you and your friends and family a wonderful Christmas. I hope it is extra special with all the trimmings that you could wish for, and I'd also like to say I hope you have a wonderful new year. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your messages all year long. Thank you for your support and being part of our family. It means the absolute world to us. Merry Christmas.
Our UK-based call centre is always on hand to assist you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Hello there everybody, make sure you join us on December the 31st because here on Hobbymaker we are rounding off the year with our New Year's Eve Hobbymaker Awards, and it promises to be a sparkling day of deals galore. We've got awards for you for people that you see on air, and also some of the people that you don't see on air as well. Those people that have done something fabulous or maybe not so fabulous during 2023. Crafter's Companion are going to be here, and Hunky Dory as well. So it promises to be a glittering day. It's not just going to be glitter in the products. We're going to have glitter everywhere for the 2023 Hobbymaker New Year's Eve Awards. You know you have to be there.
It's still Christmas. I know Christmas has been and gone, but it's still technically Christmas until the new year begins, I
It's
think.
Betwixtmas.
Betwixtmas, yes.
Yes.
In betwixt and between.
Yes.
Lovely Hells is back with us again. She was here at 1 o'clock this afternoon with completely different collections from the Crafty Witches. Crafty Witches, if you've never heard of them before, basically it was the brainchild of Linda Chapman, the lovely Linda, and Hells got on board. There's Becky Seddon as well, and Ian as well outside, who will come on to demonstrate from time to time too. And what they've done is they've come up with a really great concept of allowing you to have artwork, digital download kits at such an incredible price. And it's artwork that basically you can use again and again and again and keep on printing, and you only buy them once. Because if you buy them, it's an instant purchase on our website, hobbymaker.co.uk. They stay on your Hobbymaker account as downloads, so you'll never lose them. If you do accidentally delete it somehow, or you change your phone or your mobile tablet or whatever, they're always going to be on your Hobbymaker account. So you can always just download them again. And they are the most incredible value for money, because we've got mini kits coming up today, which is, it's a mixture of toppers, block papers, background papers.
Yeah. So what you would normally see in our bigger kits, what we've done here is we've made them miniature for you, so you've still got that beautiful content, but just smaller.
Right.
So there's still A4 pages, but there's 12 in each mini collection. I've got some boards here, so if we have a look through these, then we'll get straight in and show you what you're getting.
Okay.
So as Dave said, you're getting 5 collections in the Buy the Show. So we'll start off with Butterfly Blooms. This is like summer straight away, because you've got these gorgeous sunflowers.
My favourite
So
flower.
in the mini collections, you're going to get 2 A4 size topper sheets, one with circles, and then you've got one that's got the squares. You've also got sentiments on there, but you'll see this is Butterfly Blooms because you've got butterflies and you've got your blooms. You've also got your little circle sentiments there as well. Now, these are sized that the majority of us have got nesting dies. These fit your nesting dies, and there's a little bleed around the edge. So what that means is that you're not going to get a harsh white line.
Right.
And these are all sized that they will fit that. Then you've got 4 decorative papers. So again, the butterfly themes here, with the background there with the sunflowers. You've got the beautiful butterfly shapes and colours in here, and then you've also got some roses.
So what you're getting in each of these mini kits is everything you need to make a card, apart from a card blank, basically.
Yeah, exactly. All you need is your card blanks. Then you've got a collection here of sentiments. So you've got You Are So Lovely, especially for you, Warm Wishes, and you'll see these are all coloured to match in with the colours within the collection. We've also given you 2 solid colours. So you've got this beautiful ochre yellow and you've got the grey. Then you've got this lovely green, which matches in with the green that you'll see in here. And these are 2 of our essential papers. So you've got, it's like a wicker work, is that? And
like
you've also got,
plait.
yeah, it is, it's lovely, isn't it? But that, if you don't want anything too fancy, then you've got these that work perfectly.
Okay, now,
and you've got an insert.
If you just want that collection on its own, remember you can print off these sheets as many times as you want. It's yours forever, basically. You can buy it for £2.99. I know, £2.99 if you just want Butterfly Blooms on its own. But if you buy the show, because there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mini collections like this, all different themes, the lot £9.99. The best price just gets even better.
So, to break that down, you'd have 12 for £2.99 or 60 for £9.99.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Is that right?
Is that
so.
right? Five?
Yes, 60.
5 times 12 is 60.
Yeah, 60, yeah.
Oh, I just did mental arithmetic.
60 for £9.99, 60 sheets. But, you know, if you've got a favourite topper, just print it out 100 times if you want.
Exactly.
It's entirely up to you.
Yeah.
And remember, you buy it in a slightly different way from us at Hobbymaker. It's not a case of calling the call centre. Just go to our website, hobbymaker.co.uk, and you'll see the downloads there, and it says purchase. So basically, that is an instant purchase on a debit or credit card. It goes straight and gets downloaded to your account, and it's there for you to literally transfer onto your PC, onto your phone, onto your tablet, or onto a storage device like a USB dongle or something like that. And it's yours, it's your artwork, and it will always be there. If ever you delete it or misplace it, just go to your Hobbymaker account, it will be there because it's something you purchased, and it's instant. There's no postage charge, there's no refund policy, because obviously it's an instant download, and you can buy it anywhere that you are in the world. If you're watching us in America, watching us in Europe, watching us in Ireland, wherever you are, doesn't matter, we can get that download to you, and you could be printing off these and crafting with them this afternoon and this evening?
Yes, so you're actually going to be getting PDF files. And if you're thinking, well, what quality are these going to be for £2.99? These are the quality that if we were going to send this to a printer to have them printed into a physical kit, that's the quality of these.
Wow.
So they've got a very high DPI.
Okay, so they're not going to let you down. They're not going to disappoint. They're going to be, and you can change the size as well. And we'll talk about that and show you that.
Yeah, I will take you all the way through that. So that's Butterfly Blooms.
Okay.
That's our first one. Next up, we've got Feathered Whisper. Now, Feathered Whisper is the most delicate, beautiful, gentle, serene palette of greys. And you've got a flamingo, and you've also got the stork as well.
So classy.
Absolutely beautiful. It's stunning, is this. I love the fact that we've got this. At first, I thought, oh, it's a swan, but he's not. He's a flamingo. You can tell by his beak.
But I suppose you could, if you wanted to, add colour to this.
Exactly. If you want
have to, but if
yeah,
you want to.
you can come in with your coloured pencils, with alcohol markers, depending on what you're printing on or what your printer is. Now, mine, if I add water to any of these, it'll move the ink colour around.
Right.
So alcohol markers would be great on it. So make sure that you're not going to go in with anything wet. If it's, I think mine's an inkjet, I think.
Okay.
I think it's laser printers that are set that you can put what, I don't know. You all know anyway, because you're all
Because the laser
clever.
printers are the one you can foil, aren't they?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Can't remember. I've just had a month off. I can't remember. I've got so much going on up here. Anyway, as well as the 2 sets of toppers, you've also got 4 of these beautiful papers. So we've got a gorgeous little flamingo there, and he's hiding within these fronds, and there's a little orchid in there. Then this is they're a little bit like hellebores. This would be lovely for Christmas crafting, this page in particular.
Of course, think about what you can print onto these days. It's not just paper now. It's card, it's vellum, it's acetate, it's fabric, very often rice paper.
Exactly.
Loads.
If it'll go through your printer, you can print these onto it. Then, again, we've got the sentiments. So here, you've got that lovely taupe colour, and then you've got it's like a really light grey. And then you've also got like a charcoal. You've got your 2 solid colours, again, made perfectly to match in with all of the colours. You've got the stripes and the spots in the essentials, and of course, you've also got an insert. Think about printing your insert onto vellum. And then you could actually have that as a vellum insert, so it looks really classy and luxurious.
So that's only the second of the mini kits you're getting out of all 5 of them. Then it's Flowers for You next.
Yeah. Now, Flowers for You is exactly what you would expect. A load of beautiful flowers. I love anything that's got flowers on it, because what I like to do is take one of the sentiments, make it larger and make that the centrepiece, and then put lots of flowers around it. But you'll see, again, you've got your circle toppers, you've also got your squares. Now, one of the circles you'll see has actually got a border. So what you could do with this one is, if you have got your nesting dies, cut these out and actually start to layer it up as well. Then you've got these beautiful background papers with a fine line, but you've also got this one, it's like a lace overlay.
Like that.
Very, very pretty. And on the other side, I will show you, again, your sentiments, your 2 solid colours. Look at this one. This design is absolutely gorgeous.
It's like a quilt.
It is. It's a little bit Moroccan in style, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
like
it
one
is.
of those Moroccan screens.
Yes.
You've got your polka dots, and you've also got your beautiful insert.
So that is Flowers for You. And remember, as I said before, even though we say it's 1 P&P per day of $3.95 when you shop with us, with digital downloads, there is no P&P whatsoever. So it's just basically the price you see is the price you pay. They're $2.99 each, or if you want all 5 of them, $9.99, and you can start crafting with them this afternoon. It's that quick, it's that simple, it's that easy. But remember, there is no refund policy on it. If you purchase it, it's yours. Just use debit or credit card and make sure that you get them now while we've got this deal going on. Then it's Koala Cuddles.
Koala Cuddles. So as you would expect, you've got koalas. Look at these are so cute. He's very zen, he's going So one of our koalas is actually a yoga koala. And then you've got one in a little woolly jumper. This one here is having a little snooze. And then, of course, you've got your little couple there. You've got him, he's just going, I'm just hanging over the fence, having a little chat. They've got such character in these faces. They're so funny. Then you've got your koala backgrounds. You've also got some florals that these flowers here are matching in perfectly with the flowers in the toppers. And you've also got your eucalyptus leaves there as well.
Yep.
And then again, in the same colours, let me just whip that around so you can see it the right way up. You've got your beautiful backgrounds there. You've got your solid colours, your insert and your sentiments. So that's Koala Cuddles. And then finally, Sea Adventure. I absolutely love this one.
Yeah, I can see why.
Can you see why?
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. You know, you'd spend ages trying to get a background like that. Now you can print that A4 size and then you could quarter it.
And
so you can use it for different things.
That's yours to print off as often as you like for years and decades to come. Once you've made that initial purchase, that artwork is yours. Provided it's something that you've made with the artwork, you can sell for charity, you can sell for personal profit, it's not a problem. And of course, make for family and friends.
Of course. Then we've got, you'll see the toppers. You've got the little turtles there, you've got dolphins, you've got whales, and you've also got your jellyfish as well. I love this little splattery background. It's kind of watercolour, or if you're using your distress. If you're like me and you love using distress inks, this is time saver, because we all love a distress background, but there's one you can print. Imagine that on fabric.
Absolutely.
Because you can't do distress inks on fabric and get that kind of look, but you can with this.
How far printing at home has come in the last, few years. When I first saw like CD crafting with Linda, I was thinking, oh, okay, inks are expensive, printers are expensive. The actual paper and card was expensive to buy to do it.
This is
everything's
it.
come down.
You see, that was always, oh, I'm not sure whether I'd get the use out of it. But now, because I've got a basic home office printer. It's not one of these expensive ones. It's just basic home office printer. It takes 250 GSM cards, so I can print to a nice thickness if I want to. But also it's the other things that I can print onto. Dave's actually got a little sequence here of things that I have printed onto and different ways that you can use them. So just printing one of the toppers at 100%. And what I've done is printed that on normal quality, so I've not even put a best quality on that one. If you use a high quality, use it on one of your more expensive cards that or papers that you're putting through your printer. Copy paper you could print onto that, but remember it is quite absorbent, so it's actually going to cost you more because you're going to use more ink because it gets sucked into the paper.
So this is basically printed at 100% on good quality paper, obviously. And as you can see, the definition and the colours are really true and they pop beautifully. And you recommend, is it Paper Emporium paper?
Yeah, that one is 160 GSM Paper Emporium, but I've not printed it on high quality, that's on standard quality.
Okay. Now this next one is...
That's on draft.
On draft?
Yeah.
So you're using less ink?
You're using less ink. Now, what I thought was, I know a lot of us have got coloured pencils, we've got things that we like to colour in. Now, you can print on grayscale if you want. So in the print options, you can always print on grayscale, so you take all the colour out. But by doing that, you leave that dark grey haze, whereas with this, you've got the colour that you're going to need, but it's also giving you that suggestion that you can add your own colours over the top. So if you did want to...
Gives you like a guide, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. So if you want to do your own little colouring books, then you can do.
And then, next sheet, we've reduced the
Reduced it in size. So instead of 100%, that's now 75%. And that just shows that you can actually reduce all of those.
And you can make them bigger as well. So
yes.
There's no deterioration in the dots per inch or anything like that. The artwork, whether you make it smaller or bigger, always stays crisp and sharp because it's the same quality artwork that a professional printing company that makes card collections would get sent, making it even smaller still.
Yeah, so that one is at 50%. So if you want to do little mini cards, because I know a lot of our crafters like ATCs and things like that. Now I've printed some pearl paper there. So as well as printing onto your lovely cardstock, think about printing it onto pearlescent. You will get a completely different look.
Totally.
Then I've printed onto some fabric. Is that the fabric one? I think that's fabric. Or is that the vellum? Which one's that one? Oh, no, that's the pearl
pearlescent.
one. Well, what's this one here, then? I can't remember. I think that's just an extra one that I've popped in there, Dave. I've not written on it, I can't remember.
That's the pearlescent one.
That's the
and
pearl
then
one.
Printing onto...
Then we've got vellum.
Vellum. How amazing is that?
And I just bought a packet of vellum and I thought, do you know what, let's see what this looks like. I take everything out of the printer and I print it on the plain paper option because obviously it's not very absorbent. I don't want to put too much ink on it.
Sure.
And then the next one is, this is actually waterproof fabric.
Wow.
You know, for like making sponge bags and stuff. I thought, oh, I'll try that. Because I've printed on cotton poplin. You've seen that loads of time. But it actually prints onto that as well.
So in other words, you can print onto so many different types of medium. The thing is, you need to get the artwork and have the artwork. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't own a computer. I used to, and I sold it because I never used it. But what I do have is a mobile phone, and I do have an iPad or a tablet, because that's all I need. I've got my entertainment wherever I need. I've got my emails that I can answer. I can do my online shopping. That's all I need. Okay. But what we do have at home, which we didn't have, that we do need, is a Wi-Fi printer. So basically a Bluetooth printer.
Yeah.
And it didn't cost a lot. I think it's about 60, 70 quid, something like that. But what I can do is I could get these downloads. I can select them on my phone or on my iPad, and I can print them off directly to my wire-free printer. So I don't need to be a computer owner.
No, you don't. And you don't need to be a computer whiz either. So as long as you've got Windows XP and above, if you are using an operating system that's Windows XP and above, Mac users, you can use it. If you've got a Chromebook, you can use it. Like Dave said, tablet. So your tablet could be Apple or Android. The same with your phone. So if you are downloading onto Chromebook or a laptop, a tablet or your phone, then when you download the files, it'll come up Docs. Just go into Docs and then it'll take you to the files. Then you can extract them and what we do is we send it through as a compressed zip, because otherwise it'd take ages to download. So it's almost like, you know, when you get those vacuum seal bags, that's in effect what we're doing. We're taking all the air out of it so we can get it to you quicker. Right. And then you just unzip it, and all the files will all be there for you to use. And
of course, if you want to put them on a USB, you want to put them on the memory of your PC or whatever, it's entirely up to you. But each of these mini kits, there are 12 elements, including the topper, the background papers, the sentiment, the inserts, everything you need to make a card apart from a card blank. And you're getting 5 of them. Now, if you buy them individually, we're asking for £2.99, which is crazy value anyway. £2.99 for 12 sheets that will never, ever run out is amazing. And just choose which ones you want. But if you go for all 5, you're going to get all 5 of them for basically £2 each. £9.99, so you're getting a third off each of the kits if you want to think of it like that, and that's 60 sheets equivalent that are yours to increase, decrease the size, change the effect, print it onto fabric, print it onto rice paper, print it onto anything you choose, anything that your printer can print it onto. But what about that for value for money? And it is the way to go. It really, really is. And I love the fact that if you make cards for friends and colleagues, if you've got all that artwork on your phone or your tablet, you can, rather than taking bag loads of card collections in, saying, oh, choose a topper, choose an image, you can just go to your phone and say, do you like any of these? And it's just there. I mean, our lives are portable now. Our lives are, like it or not, screen-based very often for our shopping, ordering, emails, just everyday, day-to-day life, entertainment. So we're used to having screens around us and tablets around us and PCs around us. So why not use them for your card making? Makes sense.
Well, this is it. And, you know, the thing is with digital crafting, it's like Dave said, if you want to print off 100 of the same thing, you can do. Can you imagine how much it would cost you not only to get it home, but actually to buy 100 sheets of exactly the same thing? Yeah. We wouldn't be able to do it. You know, it wouldn't be cost effective to do that.
When you buy a card collection, you've always got a favourite sheet, or you've always got a favourite topper. Yep. And you get 1, maybe 2 of that favourite if you're lucky. And it's always awful when you've used up the last one. With this, if you've got a favourite topper sheet, you can print it off 100 times and you know, never be without it. And remember, if you do ever misplace or you lose or delete your artwork that you've bought from the download, it's always going to be there on your Hobbymaker account. It's never going to disappear. So, you know, you can download it again should that happen. If you're changing your phone or changing your iPad, I'm not sure how those things work, but sometimes things disappear and you think, oh no, I've lost it. No, you haven't. Just go to your Hobbymaker account, it's there. All of the ones you bought from Crafty Witches and all your downloads that you buy from Hobbymaker will be on your account. Yeah.
So recently I changed my phone, and what I did is any of the ones that I'd got left over, I popped them onto a USB. Just pop that into, because I've got a little adapter that goes into the charging port, pop the USB in, popped everything onto that, and then I knew that they were all on there. But I have actually got an external hard drive as well, because, you know, there's only so much capacity that we've got on any of our devices. So I've got an external hard drive and I thought, oh, this is going to be really difficult. Again, techno-trog. And literally, you put the USB in the side and it opens up. What do you want to do? You just drag them across. So
easy.
everything that I've got is now stored on this tiny little thing. If I'd actually got these as physical files, it would take up half my room.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the
But
thing.
also, if ever you have a problem or you think I'm not doing something right, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, they are brilliant at the Crafty Witches in answering any problems you may have got.
Yeah.
Just email, there's a contact email address on the download when you actually get it. So they're always there to help you out if you've done something wrong like I've done before in the past. They'll sort it. They're really, really good.
Yeah.
Okay, now the computer. Let's go to the computer, but this could equally be your tablet or your phone.
Yeah, so I'm showing you it on the laptop because this is the easiest way to actually show you these files. So when you get them, like I said, it'll be a compressed zip. You need to extract those files, which, as I said, all of your devices are going to show you how to do that, but it is really simple. You just click extract. Now, I've made a little folder. It's titled 2712 because that's today at 4 p.m. because that's the time of the show. And here is your by the shows. So there's the Sea Adventures, Koala Cuddles. And I want to have a look at Sea Adventures so we can show you that. So I've already unzipped these. So if I double click, this is now going to take me to here. So if you're using a Mac, then if you go on to autoplay, double click on that, it's going to take you off to the documents that you want to have a look at. And don't forget, these are all PDF files. When you're on Windows, double click on auto run. We've actually made a really nice interface for you. So you'll see up here, the cauldron, it says more information. If you click on that, you've got the T's and C's. So your fair use and copyright. It tells you what you can do. So if you're in any way uncertain or you can't remember what we've said, all of that information is there straight away for you. How to. So we'll click on that. And this is now going to take you to the Crafty Witches website. And here is the how-to. So there's your account, helping you to create the magic, angel and fair use policy. So all of this, look, it tells you how to you unzip, your download folders, unzipping on Windows, Android, on your Apple mobile. So if you've got this and you from Hobby Maker, you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure what to do, go on to Crafty Witches and it's actually going to show you how to do it. So it's wearethecraftywitches.co.uk and then /how-tos and it actually tells you. So it talks you through it all. So let me minimise that. Then I'm going to go to Contact Us. And again, there's all the information. So you've got the website, the email, and then where you can find inspiration. Facebook, Insta, Pinterest, all of that. So now we've got all that out of the way, we can go back. And then this is the pretty stuff.
This is the fun bit.
Yeah, so we've got our gorgeous toppers. Let me flick through these for you. So I'm just going to close that down. And then I'll scroll up. So look at that beautiful dolphin. You've got the whale. You've got this cute little dude.
The turtle is so beautiful.
Isn't he absolutely gorgeous? And again, you've got that beautiful watercolour effect as well. And then if I open up this one, again, you can see, look at his little face. And you've got extra sentiments there with all my love, happy birthday. And you think, right, I want to print this out. So you click print. And then that's how it's going to print out.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Now, if you think, actually, I love that turtle and I want the turtle to be bigger, we're going to click on that. I'm going to use this one as an example. So this is the updated Adobe. I'm using Adobe Reader, and this is the latest update. So if you've got the newest update and you're thinking, I'm not quite sure what she said, it's these 3 lines at the top here to take a snapshot.
Right.
So you open that up and then go to undo, redo and more, scroll across and it's take a snapshot. And then with these little crosshairs, you can see here the way my cursor's gone. You pick that up and drag it around.
So you've kind of highlighted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it says the selected area has been copied. So what it's actually done is isolated that. I'm going to go OK and then go to print. And this is on fit. So look at the size of that. It's actually fitting that onto the A4.
That could be for a kid's bedroom, for the wall.
Yeah, or if you want to do some quilting, you can print it onto fabric and then quilt it. That's at 100%, so that's how big it'd normally be. But if you're wanting them smaller, so you're wanting to make some little tiles, we'll go to 50%.
So we said before, if you buy all 5 of the mini kits, you're going to get 60 pages of content.
Yeah.
But that's not taking into account that you can do things like this.
Exactly.
You can increase, decrease the size and all
that's
sorts.
at 250%. I'm going to go up to 450%. Look how much bigger it can go.
Oh, wow.
So I tell you what we'll do. Let me go to 350. So it's literally just having a little faff around with it until you've got it exactly how many percentages you want. There you go.
So now you've got his eyes in.
Yeah.
And his
So you've got everything in there that you want.
Yeah.
That's at 300%. So let me close that one down, and then I'm going to go to next. So the little cauldrons at the bottom, you see navigation, and here we've got these beautiful papers. So you've got it's a collection there of the whales, you've also got the dolphins, and you've got the gorgeous little turtles. This one, look at this.
Wow.
How stunning is that? Even looks textured.
It does. Yeah.
It's so beautiful. And then we've got the jellyfish, which I love this one because
the funky jellyfish.
I know they're just so lovely, aren't they? The bright colours that
dancing,
you've got there.
Yeah.
And then imagine that one printed onto pearl. It just looks fabulous. And then, of course, you've got your distressed background printed onto fabric. That could be a backing fabric.
Now, out of all of the kits, the mini kits we're talking about today, the Flowers for You is the one that's in the lead. And remember, you just have to either pay £2.99 for one, or if you love the idea of having all 5 of the mini kits, it's just £9.99. But it's a transaction on your debit card or your credit card straight away. Normally, when you go onto our website, it's like put into your basket something, and then you go to checkout, and that's the way you process. But with this, because it's a digital download, it's an instant purchase. It says buy now, and then it will be basically on your Hobby Maker account for you to, we can show you on the website actually, because it will then be on your Hobby Maker account for you to download straight away. It may take a few minutes if there's lots and lots of people downloading it at the same time. Sometimes it takes maybe 10, 15 minutes or something like that. It depends on how fast your broadband is and stuff like that. But if we show you our website, here it is, look. So if you go to, just click on where it says purchase, click on that, then that will, the person whose card is registered to that will then be paying it. So we won't click on it, but that's all you've got to do.
Oh no, go on, do it. Who's
Liam's.
Is it Liam's? Go
Liam's.
on. Click purchase.
Purchase, it costs you £9.99, there's no P&P. You'll get all 5 of the mini kits, remember, included onto your Hobby Maker account, and that's where they will stay indefinitely. And you can transfer them, put them on a little dongle, USB dongle, put them onto a memory bank if you want to. It's entirely up to you.
Yeah.
And remember, the previous Crafty Witches collections we had in the 1 o'clock show, they're also available there to download too. They're all on the website as well. I know lots of you order during the show, lots of you also watch the shows back later in the evening or maybe the next day or at the weekend or whatever, and you can purchase at any time because this is not a stock dependent product. This is not something that is potentially going to run out of stock. It's basically a download, so there is nothing to run out, simple as that. But you've got the art to do with what you will. Provided you make something from scratch with it, you can buy and sell for personal profit or for charity. And you could be crafting this evening with these images if you buy it right now.
Yes, you can do. And literally, all you're going to need is something to cut with, card blanks, some adhesive. That's all you're going to need.
That's all you're going to need.
Because everything, it's so comprehensive. The whole collection is there so you can use it all together.
I can't believe something costs so little, but the potential for you to make money with it is so great.
It is fabulous, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I just want to quickly show you this on the computer, and then we'll actually do a physical demo.
Okay.
This is that gorgeous jellyfish. I love this paper so much. And what I want to show you now is showing you the turtle where we've enlarged it. So if I go to print, now this is to fit, so it's going to fit to this area. But if I go to custom scale, and then go to 600. So I'm going to go 600% on this.
Oh, wow.
That's how, I mean, you can keep going. Eventually, it will start to go fuzzy.
Right.
Because
it takes a heck of a lot.
Well, that's on 600%. So you can see straight away the difference there. This is what they're supposed to look like. So if you wanted to like particularly have that as a backing paper and then have the smaller ones, so you can actually start to mix and match through with these. But I wanted to show you just
you can just
how,
have a play
how
with
large
it.
you can
know,
go.
once you've bought it, it's your artwork. It's not costing you anything to have a little play and make them bigger, make them smaller, see what works.
Yeah, and all of that is within the parameters of your PDF reader. Now, I use Adobe. I know there's Foxit as well, which is another one popular with our customers. We ask that you don't print and sell the pages on their own, because that's very naughty. We are witches, we will find out. And also, please don't use any of these within other programmes to manipulate the colours or anything, because we haven't actually got the licence for you to be able to do that. I think the licence that we've got is very generous, so there wouldn't really be any need to do that.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let me minimise that one down.
Actually, while you're just getting ready for your demo, I'll just show you a few finished cards that we've got.
Oh, we've got some beautiful ones.
This is from the Flowers for You.
So clever.
Yeah, absolutely they are. Flowers for You, to give you some ideas as to how to use them. This is also flowers, or butterfly blooms, this one, with the lovely sunflower in the yellows. So you've got a little bit of everything. You've got some spring and summer colourways. There's the butterfly, look, butterfly blooms. Printed out twice. You've got the three-dimensional wings on there. Then we've got, of course, the beautiful Sea Adventures. Sue's done this one, using the whale on this one with the little turtle underneath. The koala cuddles.
Gorgeous.
Marie's done that one too. And then there he is, going zen, doing a bit of yoga.
It's just so cute.
It's so cute, really, really cute. I cannot believe.
I think within this collection, there's literally something for everyone, because it's, you know, I mean, they're cute, but they're not too childlike, childish. No. So they're cool for adults as well. But then, of course, you've got the Feathered Whisper would be lovely for something, you know, the cards that we never want to have to make when you've got sympathy cards, that kind of thing, because of the colour palette on that especially. OK, Dave, so what I've got here is a 6x8 card. I've scored down the middle and folded it back, and then I've just taken my bone folder in just so I've got a nice creased line there. So it's like a fold back card. And then I've cut out the solid blue and then just a bit of white card just to give it a break, and then some of this lovely jellyfish. And this is one sheet of the blue and one sheet of the jellyfish. I've not needed to use any more than that.
So this in printing cost is costing you pennies, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And because I've got the eco tank, so it is more economical to use that. Like I said, Linda did do a price comparison. I think it was one of the Pollyanna shows that she did. Off the top of my head, I can't remember exactly how much, but if you work it out, it's pence per print. Purely because you're getting so many. You can, and the other thing I do as well is I've got a little box where I keep all my extra bits and bobs that I haven't used. Sometimes it could be that there's a collection that I know that we're not going to show on air again. I'm never going to use it, but I've got something printed. I just flip it over and print on the other side.
And that, you know, just think in a month or two's time, how many collections you could potentially have from the Crafty Witches on your Hobbymaker account. So diverse, so many different, you know, themes to the collections as well, but they're costing literally a couple of quid each for collections, which is exceptional. How we can do
this
that.
Is it. What can you get for $2.99?
Well, that's
you can't even get a cup of coffee.
I know. You can buy a collection today for less than what your P&P would normally be. So $2.99 for a 12-sheet collection, mini collection, is £1 less than what the P&P is. And you all say you love our P&P, capped at one P&P per day of $3.95 because it saves you so much money. But with the downloads, there is no postage. It's a delivered price because there is nothing to post.
Right, so that lovely distressed background paper, I've cut out a strip of that. So I've printed that, cut out a strip, added some white card and then lifted that up. And then I'm going to do the front. So again, the front, I've got some of that lovely blue. So here's the solid colour. And again, excuse the top of my head. It's just ever so slightly too short for this. I need to, you see, the thing is I need to make the chair higher, but I can't because then I won't be able to get on it.
True.
Because I've only got one leg at the moment, one working leg.
But hopefully you get in there.
Yeah,
Back
not
to
long
a full
now.
recovery soon, hopefully.
I will. And I'll be able to drive.
I know, I can't imagine not being able to drive and having to stay at home all the time. I'd go mad.
Yeah, I must admit that the first couple of days, it's when, I mean, Graham literally has been doing everything, bless him. He's been looking after me. And the first couple of days, it's like, oh, this is nice, getting me food cooked and getting drinks brought. And then after a while, you think, I want my independence.
Yes, I want my life back.
Well, this is it. I'm not the kind of person that sits around doing nothing. I'm always doing. So, of course, now it's like enforced. But Graham had to cook Christmas dinner.
And?
He made such a good job of it. It's now his job.
Oops.
He shot himself in the foot there.
He said to me earlier he's going to be working Christmas Day.
He reckons he's not. Seriously, his roast potatoes, they are the best. And I'm going to say this because she'll be watching Mary. You know how much I love you and I love your roast potatoes. These ones are Graham's. They were just...
To die for.
Yeah. They were so good.
I'm not allowed in the kitchen.
Are you that bad?
No, I just tend to cause more work.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
You see, I like cooking Christmas dinner. I hate cooking, as you know. I never make a secret of that. But I like cooking Christmas dinner because I always feel like I've got one over on the universe because I've got all the timings right and everything. But this year, I'm happy to say that, do you know what? It's now great. Yeah, it's Graham's job. Oh, it was lush.
I think sometimes Christmas dinner can be like the barbecue. Guys don't mind doing it. It's a bit of a challenge.
Do you think that's what it is?
Could be.
I don't know.
Our kitchen's quite small, so I'm just not allowed in there. Too much. Not enough space.
There's enough for a dog and a turkey, though.
Yeah.
I still can't
it's
get
not just me
over
that's
that.
banned for the kitchen now, the dog is banned for the kitchen too.
That's so funny. Right then, so can you see what I've done here, Dave? I've got lots of bits and bobs that I've cut out. So I printed both of the sheets of toppers, so the circles and the squares. I've used one of the squares, and can you see I've brought in this lovely lilac colour?
Yep.
So that's the topper that's going there. And then these I've cut out because I thought these can be, along this little border here, we can stick them on.
And you can make your own underwater scenes if you want to, which is the lovely thing.
This is the cool thing about this, because you can do all these different things. He's going to go around about... He's for there, I know that, I can remember. But I've added just a little bit of 3D foam to the back, and I want him to go about there. And then this gorgeous little jellyfish is going to go around about there. And you can just build it up as you go.
And remember, if you just switched on, maybe you've been out sail shopping, getting caught in a storm or whatever that's going on at the moment, we're bringing you Crafty Witches collections today, mini kit collections for $2.99 each. But the details on the screen are if you buy all 5. You get all 5 collections. There's 12 sheets in each collection, and this is a digital download. It's not a physical kit. It's literally a digital download that you can print off onto any type of paper, card, fabric you want to. And you're paying literally £2 per collection. You get a third off if you buy all 5. And the 5 are Butterfly Blooms, Flowers for You, Koala Cuddles, Feathered Whisper, and Sea Adventures. All 5 of those for $9.99. And if you missed the earlier collections that had, how many did we have in the previous one?
We had, there were 4...
It was 100 and there were 4 kits.
4 collections, and it was 400.
400 sheets in total.
Yes, I think.
Angels and Fairies.
Yeah.
Peking Animals.
There were
they
the
were really
little cats and dogs going
Farmyard
peekaboo,
animals.
the farmyard animals, and then we had those lavender alphabets.
As well. They're still on the website if you want them, and they're basically 100 sheets per collection, okay? If you're more into that than the mini collections, that was in the 1 o'clock show this afternoon.
Okay, so what I've done with this, because I've got lots of bits and bobs and everything, I've got some glitter glue, which is just going to bring this to life. So just a few... I need some more of this. Do you know I'm running out? It's because it's been Christmas. We've done some Christmassy stuff. Right, let me just dab that across, just to add that little bit of shimmer. But you can... I mean, you've got stuff in your own stash. But because it's one of these fold-back cards, I've actually increased my surface area. I've not stuck him down, look. Let's give him a little... pop him there. And they're easy enough to cut out. But look,
Great, aren't they?
Oh, they're having a little kiss.
So you can have a real kind of underwater party going on with all these characters. Remember, You're going to get 12 sheets, and it's a mixture of toppers. Also, you're going to get a mixture of background, basic colours, and also patterned papers and inserts as well. Everything you need to make a card apart from the card blank itself. But remember, all the images, all the tiles on the actual topper sheets, they are resizable. With that snapshot tool that Hel showed you, you can make them bigger, you can make them smaller, you can make the whole sheet bigger or smaller if you want to. You can print in grayscale, you've got your background sheets. I mean, some of these are printed onto fabrics. That's vellum.
That's vellum.
Printed vellum. It's just what you can
Vellum
print
always
onto
looks
these
so
days.
classy, doesn't
yeah,
it?
very much so.
Do you know what? I actually did see some cork paper.
Oh, I've seen that.
And I thought, oh.
Can you
Do you know
print onto
what?
cork
So,
paper?
I don't know whether if it'll go through your printer. I'm assuming you can. Now, I've got to tell you about this. On Facebook, Linda's got a group called Creative Friends, and there is, it's full of very clever people. But there's a lady on there who made a Christmas cake and decorated it with one of our stained glass window downloads. She's got a printer that does edible ink, and she's printed it onto whatever this, I think is it a little bit like an icing sugar paper or something? Printed it onto that and then put it onto the fondant over the top. Oh my word.
Wow.
So not only are you printing onto crafty stuff, if you have got a printer that's got the edible ink in it, you can use these for that, for cupcakes, for cakes.
It poses the question going forward, what can you do in months and years to come?
Exactly.
Because printing is just evolving.
I know, if you think about how good technology is now, in 10 years' time, and these files are still going to be relevant. They're future-proof.
Now, if you buy card collections, nothing wrong with them. They're brilliant, and we do lots of them here at Hobbymaker. But you pay, what, £20 to £25 for a card collection? You may get 2 of each sheet if you're lucky, and then you've got to find somewhere to put it. Then you've got to make sure it doesn't get dusty or get, trodden on by the pet or whatever. With this sort of crafting, you've got unlimited numbers of the sheets that you want. If you've got a favourite topper and you want to print that off 500 times and use that one topper 500 times for good causes or for personal profit, you can do that. But you haven't got to worry about where to put 500 sheets. What to do with them? You've got to buy the storage, which can be expensive. So not only is it a case of buying the card collection, then you run out of your favourite sheet very early on. You've then got to buy the storage to keep it in good condition. With digital crafting like this, it's on your memory of your phone, or it's on the memory of your PC, it's on a digital USB dongle perhaps, but it's always going to be on your Hobbymaker account, because when you purchase it and download it today, there is no P&P to pay because it's basically a download, so we're not posting anything. It's a download that goes straight to your account. And also there's no refund policy either, there's no returns policy, so once you've got it, it's yours. But if you ever do accidentally delete it, if you change your phone, if you change your tablet, I don't know what happens when you do that, but if you find that you haven't got your download anymore, then it will be on your Hobbymaker account. And it will always be there, along with all the other downloads you've got from maybe Debbie Moore and other people as well. Now, we'll have another look through the boards if we can, if that's all right,
yes,
Hel.
of course. Right then,
We've got time for another demo, I think, as well.
Yeah, I want to do the flowers for you because I know that everybody's really loving this one. But let's have a look through the boards. So we've got Sea Adventures, which is what you've just seen me use. Again, 12 pages. You've got toppers, decorative papers. You've got your essential papers, solids, sentiments, and of course you've also got your insert, which, I mean, I call them outserts as well because there's no colour dilution from there, so it means you can use them on the outside of your cards as well. Next up, we have got Koala Cuddles. How he was upside down.
Adorable.
Quite,
was he?
Yeah, it's quite appropriate, really, because he's Australian.
Absolutely.
So this little face, look, I absolutely love koalas. They've got those really cute little squidgy faces. And, of course, you've got your decorative papers. You've also got this one. I love that. Is going to look gorgeous on fabric.
Absolutely.
That eucalyptus.
And that's his eucalyptus. That's his lunch.
Yeah. And then we've also got the solids. You've got these two. Now, when you look at all of our collections, you have these beautiful decorative papers, which go perfectly with the collections, but we also give you essentials. You don't have to use these with this collection.
No.
You can use it with whatever you want to. Next, we've got flowers for you. Now, this is the one that I'm going to be playing with next. So that
Lovely colourways.
it's beautiful, isn't it? It's one of those gorgeous florals, and I love my floweries ones because this is where you can start to bring your dyes in. If I just quickly show you this sample, this is one that Marie's made. And what Marie's done is, what I'm going to do is I'm hoping that, can you see in the centre of the flowers, Marie's used a little gold
like
glitter pen. You know, like a shimmer pen?
Yeah.
But also using a scan and cut to make the doilies in the background, and then cutting out the circles that will fit there. And then, of course, this is one of those circles, which is, I think, is it that one? I think it is.
Superb.
And, of course, just adding that. I love that gold on there. It looks ever so classy.
If that was a top of sheet, pre-die cut, it's not only available maybe once or twice in the collection, but it's only one size. You can't change the size of it. This gives you the variety to make them smaller, makes them bigger, print the same sheet off if you love it dozens of times at no extra charge. And I cannot still get my head around the fact that it's so inexpensive to buy this artwork and for you to be able to use it for profit or for charity.
Yep. So you've got your two toppers, you've got these two beautiful, can you imagine those on fabric? Then we've got the lace overlay. That looks like a solid colour with an overlay of lace. And then you've got this lovely white detail there. And then solid colours, that pink is to die for. You've got this one even on its own, one of
You
your...
said likened it to Moroccan,
This,
like
it is.
Moroccan tiles.
That could be perfect for gents' cards as well. And then, of course, you've got your inserts. Next up, Feathered Whisper.
This is what you said would be good for sympathy if it's needed.
I think so, yeah, because you've this one here, just those couple of little flowers. You've got a little feather in there. You have got those florals, but of course you've also got this beautiful white flamingo. But I think for those cards that we don't really want to make, or even wedding cards, these would be lovely for invitations. And then, of course, you've got your solids in there. You've also got your extras.
That's called Feathered Whisper. On its own, it's £2.99. In the bundle, you only pay a couple of quid for it because it's £2 each. You get all 5.
And then finally, butterfly blooms. So here we've got these beautiful, bright, zingy colours. You've got the yellows in there. You've got the gorgeous pinks. And, of course, you've got the beautiful butterflies as well.
Okay, so they are the 5 mini collections that you're getting today. Each collection has got 12 sheets in it, remember, so that's 60 sheets of artwork that you're never, ever going to be without, which I cannot get my head round for £9.99. And remember, the quality of the printing and the artwork is exceptional. It's the same quality image that would be sent to a professional printer to produce a card collection that you're getting as a download to your PC or to your phone or to your tablet or to your printer. And remember, if you've never done it before, it's easy. You just click purchase. Debit or credit card is what you'll use to pay. The download will be there on your Hobbymaker account, and then you can download it straight away, and you can be crafting with all those images tonight.
It literally could not be easier.
No.
And like I said, I was always a little bit sceptical because I was a stamper. I used papers in different ways, and I thought, do you know what? I don't think I could ever do digital because you need to be clever with computers. You don't. And it is a game changer.
Think of the word digital nowadays. Digital is around us everywhere we are.
Yeah.
Digital TV, digital radio, digital phones. I mean, our life is digital and it's become even more so.
Well, this is it. You know, I mean, Linda was a trendsetter all those years ago.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, I think, 20-something years ago that Linda started with, you know, there were like DVD-ROMs and stuff that she was doing, and then the USBs, the CDs, all of that crafting she was doing then. And then, of course, it's like, well, hold on a minute, do we really need the plastic packaging? No, because
good point.
The majority of us have got high-speed broadband now that we're fortunate enough to have. But even if you haven't, and believe me, until a few years ago, we didn't. We had ADSL. It used to take forever. But you can still download it. As long as you've got internet, you can use it. Right, so what we've got here is one of the solid colours, a little bit white to break it up like I always do, and then this gorgeous, lovely fine line white design. And then one of these sentiments from the square topper set. And then I've just gone in and started cutting out the flowers. So where you've got these, this is what I've been doing. And then I like to give them a little pinch.
Crunch them up.
Yeah, because what this is doing is giving it that little bit of dimension. And I know everyone always goes, oh no, you shouldn't be scrunching them up, but I think it just looks quite nice.
And remember, it's
Gives
not a
it that
case of you
little
putting
extra bit.
these collections in your basket. You don't need to do that. You just literally click purchase. It doesn't go into your basket. It's an instant download. So AX6336, when you go on our website, just make sure you're getting the right collections that you'd like. If you're buying them individually, or if you're buying maybe the previous collections we had in the 1 o'clock show today, that had 400 printable sheets for, I think it was $12.99, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. So, yeah, unbelievable deals from Crafty Witches today. And if you missed that, if you were out maybe at lunch or something like that, you can watch the show back if you want to, and you can also see the downloads on our website right now.
Right, so I'm just going to add some glue gel behind here just to stick these down, like that. There we go. This is what I was saying earlier about using a sentiment as your centrepiece, and then using the flowers to add your decoration. So we're just going to bung these, place them.
I prefer bung.
Yeah, just going to bob them in there. And then I've got these little ones here, which will go, I reckon they can go around about there. And then I wanted some extra leafy bits, so there was one hanging around here, so I've saved that.
Okay.
And just add a little bit more glue, and then that can just slot under there.
I tell you what, if you've never tried
So,
digital download crafting before, don't let those words put you off. The word digital can be a bit intimidating, and download can be a bit intimidating if you're not familiar with the process. Just think of it as artwork that you're paying less than £10 for, that you're never going to run out of, that will always be there, provided you've got some sort of digital device and a printer, so a mobile phone, a tablet, or a computer, PC, laptop, whatever. Provided you've got a printer, the one that I've got at home isn't connected to a computer. Well, actually, I lie, it is my other half's printer, but
it doesn't need to be.
But mine, I don't own a PC, so I print from my phone or from my tablet directly to that printer, and it works a treat. So if you're in that situation, this is perfect for you as well.
Do you know what I've also got? I've got a Sprocket, which is a little tiny printer, and it prints little tiny. They're like, I think they're probably about 2x4 size.
A sprocket?
A sprocket, it's called.
Never heard of that.
I love it, and it's perfect for like little photos. But I thought, I wonder if it works, and it does work with these files as well.
Wow. Well, remember, you can watch the shows back. We're only live 1 until 5 today and tomorrow, I think, as well. Nigel's going to be with you tomorrow. I've got a day off. Hunky Dory. The end of year sale continues. 1 o'clock Hunky Dory. Actually, I think it's Hunky Dory all through the day. It's, Nigel and Auntie Pauline all afternoon. 4 hours together. That's going to be great and also fun as well. Unmissable end to the year's crafty deals, lowest ever prices from Hunky Dory, and a great finishing show with Hunky Dory. Yeah, so basically 1 till 5 tomorrow. Hunky Dory with Nigel and Pauline. Great to see you, Hells.
And you, Dave. It's lovely to be here.
Have a great new year.
And you, my love.
And we'll see you.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be February by the time I'm back again. Okay. So, but I'll be around.
And love to the Crafty Witches team as well, Linda and everybody. And Ian, who's outside, who's been helping you today.
Yeah, our Ian's helped set up.
I'll be back day after tomorrow, so have a great afternoon and evening.
Happy New Year.
With what's coming up next. See you soon.
The thermal cinch makes it so easy to bind a book. We obviously are known for book binding tools. We have the regular cinch, the mini cinch. We have all of these different book binding tools. This one, I would say, by far the easiest to use. You turn on the machine, it heats up, put your binding on, stick it in there, and in a matter of minutes, you have your bound book, and it's amazing.
What I love about Sizzix products is that they've got a product to cover everything. It's not just about card making. We've got a wide range of mixed media products. We've got dies, we've got stamps, we've even got stencils. So whatever type of crafting you like to do, Sizzix has got something for you.
What I love about Sizzix products, I've been working with the company for over 20 years and it still keeps me enthused. And that's the best thing I can say about Sizzix.
So excited. Hobby Maker looks like such a fun studio, loads of really nice people, and we're just really excited to get started.
Merry Christmas from me, Sharon.
Merry Christmas from me, Pete.
Merry Christmas from me, Jess. And we'll see you in 2024 on Hobby Maker.